Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, when you do the fun, done go. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Gubby Leo, Gubby Leo, Gubby Leo, Gubby Leo, Gubby Leo, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from his monstrosity.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Build a wall, no, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Let me go, will not let you go. Let me go, will not let you go. Let me go. No. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has the devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stone me and sing my life? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another episode of CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, Jeremy Prime Mage of the 199, and I am happy to see all of you here tonight. And yeah, that's a banger, dude. That is a banger. We are dropping links to the original YouTuber that created that. I added some stuff to that, and I did get this guy's permission to share it. Absolute masterpiece in editing and putting everything together. And then I added some stuff onto the end of it, but I did get his permission. I wanted to share his channel. Maestro, what is it? Zykos is that how you say it? So yeah, but it's good to be back here on CobraCast 199, and there's a lot to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So how's everybody doing? I apologize for not being here all weekend, but real life is a thing, and it happens. I'm glad to be over this past weekend. hospitals, doctors, family stuff going on, but everything is good. It wasn't me, but it was, close family. And, but it sucked, but I'm happy to be here to talk to all of you tonight. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. And, man, the news cycle has been crazy. I know we had some super chats on the previous stream. I'm going to get to those as well. I don't know why the stream did not start. That was very weird. I've honestly never experienced anything like that on YouTube. So I will get to I'm actually pulling the list up right now so I can get to those if I can. Let's see, memberships, supers. Okay, I do have them pulled up. So I will get to those here. So I apologize for that. But how's everybody doing today? We've got a ton of news going on right now. And not muted, I hear him. Yes, muted is it's a big troll from the audience, and there's a lot of people that are going to they're new to the 199, and they see everybody going, why are you guys saying muted? Why are you guys saying muted? And then when I'm really muted, I don't know it because I think that they're trolling me. So I can't tell if I'm really muted. So it is what it is. But all right, so the original list of super chats that I screwed up or something. I don't know exactly why it didn't start. But I think this is from earlier. Let's see here. Let me double check. No, why did they not even register? The super chats from the previous one didn't even register. That is so weird. Is it because I privated the stream because it never started? I will have to go see if I can find those. My apologies for anybody that sent anything on that other one. That was a really, really weird thing. Rabbit, and you had 5 gifted memberships earlier, so I do appreciate that on the previous stream that had the false start. Now you missed all the funny supers from earlier. I know. I will find them. I've got to see if I can track those down. Shadow Sand says Beardo with the breaking news. Danny DeVito joins the Giants. Let's see. We've got Mr. Boombastic Biggie Cheese says, let's see, happy Thanksgiving week, you figgy pudding. Happy Thanksgiving week to everybody. Miami Dolphins are playing on Thursday night, and my boy Tua Tagovailoa is crushing it, just like I said he would. Dolphins need to win this game Thursday in Lambeau. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with the gifted membership. Thank you. Poppin' Fresh Jay with the new member. Thank you. Crazy Clown Town says, why is Utah still counting votes? Oh, is it because Cox is a Democrat in Republican clothing? I hate my governor. Utah is the most corrupt state. I mean, it's up there. But I mean, look, California's still counting. It's absolute nonsense what's going on around the country. Dark Obsidian says, hey, Jeremy, how's it feel that Doc is your boss in Rumble? Yeah, I guess technically you're right about that. My problem isn't necessarily Doc. I'm not a fan of Doc. I've said many times, but it's just about we've seen this same song and dance when it was Mixer, and we've seen other platforms that go after big names. And I feel like, I mean, Doc's not going to help grow my platform. He's not going to help anybody grow their platform. He's going to help grow his, and that's fine. He shouldn't have to worry about anybody else. Doc. People that watch Doc for their own reason, because he's a fantastic streamer. He's very entertaining. He puts high production value out there. It's not going to mean anything for me or you or anybody else that's on the platform. It's not going to help other people grow. What's going to help people grow is discoverability on Rumble. And if you are not in the Cool Kids Club on Rumble, and just to be clear, I'm in the Cool Kids Club. I'm not in the coolest kids club, but I'm definitely in the Cool Kids Club over there. And if you're not in that club, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. You can't be discovered on Rumble if you're not in the club. That's just a fact. There's no discoverability on that platform. Just like on Twitch, just like on Kick. Really, YouTube's the only platform that actually has discoverability. And that's just the fact of the matter. And I say that as somebody who has over 200,000 followers on Rumble, collectively, over 200,000. And it's only because Rumble has featured our channel a few times on the front page. Rumble has given us a bump here or there. And that's the only, and of course we have a following that people have followed us over there, and we've promoted Rumble a lot too. But everybody's not that lucky to have what we have at Geeks and Gamers. And discoverability is the way you're going to grow on any platform. And Rumble has zero discoverability, zero. But hey, congratulations to Dr. Disrespect on getting that bag. And now everybody's talking about it. So it's a good thing for him. And, you know, it'll be nice to have some non-political heavy hitters over there. So I'll say credit where credit's due from that perspective. Dante Rage says, bro, this is the best Queen comp song for an intro. I mean, I personally think that Bohemian Rhapsody, I think it's the Lord of the Rings of songs, or vice versa, however you want to look at that. But like, I think that it's not my favorite song of all time, but I think it's the greatest song ever made. It's just unbelievable. And when other people cover it, it's always awesome to hear other covers, but you're not going to match the greatness of Queen and Freddie Mercury. It's just absolute. Copyright, yeah, I probably will get hit on the copyright. That's why I can't play that intro every time. We'll have to see how the copyright goes. I mean, obviously, that's a transformative video that Maestro did, but I'm probably going to get hit on the copyright. So, let's see. John Ambler says, mute and gay jokes aside, glad to see you back. Hail the 199. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good to be back, actually. Old Renaissance Boomer says, first time at Buc-ee's yesterday, the brisket, man. Buc-ee's, you can't beat it, man. It is an experience. It is an experience to go to a Buc-ee's. Bat Dan says, hey, Jeremy, can you read Pierre? I don't know how you say his name. Is it Poliver? Tweet where he roast Justin Trudeau. It's epic. I can look it up. Lord Bothus says, Jeremy, tell me you're going to let Beardo skip this week's Tuesday Night's Main Event after that tweet today. I don't know if he'll survive. Yeah. It's that was an interesting one, wasn't it? Dante Ray says, Jeremy had to go to the ER for riding his seatless unicycle too much. That was the family emergency. Serious note, hope all is good on your end. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Somebody else says, my wife left me Friday after 10 years. At least you're still gay and late. The world goes on. Unmute yourself, Figgy Pop. Thank you for what you do. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So, yeah, I am sorry to hear that. So, but I'm hoping we can keep you entertained around here. Let's see. Kodiak says, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you. Right back at you. Thank you. Shadow Sand says, you missed your chance to have Sabaton Trump. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're working on a couple things for a new intro for sure. It's going to take time. It will take time. But listen, there's a lot of news going around the internet right now. And there's been a lot over the past several days, to be honest. And I just want to jump right in because we've got so many people melting down from so many different perspectives. But one thing, I just want to start out with a decent piece of good news for some of you. Highly recommended. Okay, I posted this over on Criticless. If you are not watching Landman with Billy Bob Thornton, you are missing out. This show is fan-fucking-tastic. You will love it. I promise you, you will love it. It's 3 episodes in right now. It's written by Taylor Sheridan. If you know anything about Taylor Sheridan, he is great. This show is so good. So damn good. So yeah, I highly recommend it. You guys will love it too. I promise. Billy Bob Thornton's just he just cusses everybody out, man. No matter who he's talking to. He just drops F-bombs every other sentence, no matter where he's at. But it's basically Yellowstone mixed with Sons of Anarchy mixed with the oil business in Texas. That's essentially what it is. Sons of Anarchy, Yellowstone, intertwined with the oil business in West Texas. That's essentially what it is. It is so good. I'm loving it so much. And so I highly recommend everybody go out there and check it out. If you, it's on, I'm watching it on Amazon Prime. I think it's Paramount, I think is where it's at, but I'm not totally sure. I was watching on Prime. So what up, Laughing Man? I see Laughing Man. Okay, so let's get into some of the news right now. And I have so much bookmarked to talk about. And I mean, where do we start, man? I mean, you've got Adam Schiff. So just to understand, the fight ain't over. It's just beginning. I know there's so much winning right now from President Trump, but these clowns are not going to stop. Listen to what Adam Schiff says right here.
I want to turn now to the results of the 2024 election and talk a little bit about what you think may have gone wrong. You joined this program a month before the election, and you talked about Vice President Harris's chances of winning. Take a look at this.
By the standards of today, I think she can win overwhelmingly. Given how divided the country is, overwhelming may be winning by 100,000 votes or 80,000 votes in these key battleground states. I think that's within her capacity to do. So I think we are well poised to win this thing, but it is still scary close.
Why do you think that Kamala Harris didn't win and win overwhelmingly?
I think Joe Biden's decision to step aside and pass the torch was the right decision. It gave us a chance to win. It didn't give us a guarantee. And I thought she could win. And I thought she could win in all the battleground states. But ultimately, what we saw both in this country and around the world was a very strong anti-incumbent wave that took out both progressives and conservatives. And our party became associated with the status quo. And that was too much to overcome. I think the principal issue is the economy. And
just wait for what he says about President Trump. And this is what I'm going to talk about it seems like everything is winning right now with Trump and everything's going in a good direction. And it is. But the fight's just starting.
Over years and even decades, it's gotten more and more difficult for people working full time to make a living. And until we resolve that challenge to the economy, we may find the presidency is easier to get than it is to keep.
You know, you talk about President Biden's role in all of this. Speaker Emerita Pelosi said that he actually should have stepped aside sooner, that could have made a significant difference in the outcome of this election. Do you agree with the speaker?
No, that would not have made a significant difference because ultimately Kamala Harris is the worst candidate we have ever seen run for president, and it's not even close. She was a horrible candidate. And the more that people heard from her, the more that people got to see more of her, the worse they thought of her. And the Democrats and Hollywood and these celebrities, they tried everything they could to fake it. But eventually the people saw through it.
Emerita?
Well, she has far better political instincts than I do. I think it's difficult because had we gone to a competitive primary, for example, what would the results of that primary been? How ugly and divisive and chaotic would it have been? Very hard to tell in advance.
Somebody said, going to correct your bad takes from last stream. What's my bad take? What's my bad take? Let me highlight your comment so we can find out what my bad take is. Going to correct your bad takes from last stream. What's my bad take? Please inform me. Please inform me so I can double down on it just so to make you mad. Okay? So what's my bad take? Come on. Don't choke. Don't choke now. Come on. Fucking say it. Come on. Spit it out, buddy. Come on. I'm waiting. Well, we don't have all day. There's almost 3,000 people here just on YouTube. Okay? Come on, man. Where's he at? It can't take this long to type. You're going to miss your opportunity. We're giving you time. See, this is what I get for reading the regular chat. Damn. Oh, well, I guess we're never going to find out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. You're done. All right. Moving on.
But I do think the Democratic Party has to recognize the challenge we have, which is for too many millions of battleground voters, working people, they don't think we represent them. And we have to make that case anew.
But Senator-elect, do you believe that President Biden bears some responsibility for staying in too long?
Look, I think the entire Democratic Party bears a responsibility, myself included, and the former president, and mounted an effective campaign, and you have to give him credit for that. But the challenge.
Oh, it hurt him so bad to compliment Trump. Did you hear how he said that? Listen, he couldn't compliment Trump.
Former entire Democratic Party bears the responsibility, myself included, and the former president, and the mounted an effective campaign, and you have to give him credit for that. But the challenge that we have is we need to put forward a bold vision for how we're going to move the economy forward, make the economy work for every American. To me, the existential question is, if you're working hard in America, can you still earn a good living? And too many people doubt that that's possible.
So hang on. And then so right here it says the presidency may be easier to win than to keep. So the point is they are going to try anything to get rid of Trump. They are not giving up at all. They're not going to give up this fight at all. They're going to try and set Trump up in so many different ways. Okay. And I am just like blown away that these guys still can't accept that Donald Trump has defeated them in every single way, and they are still trying to do anything they can to stop him, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. In fact, look at this right here, okay? Look at this. Trump beat every single one like a drum, and it wasn't even close. All of these horrible, horrible people, okay, all of them have been defeated. By the way, that Kamala face is hilarious. And so many powerful people have tried to derail this man, and they can't do it. And now all of the court cases have been turned over. Trump is winning like crazy, but trust me, the fight is just beginning. Now, this is really what's pissing a lot of them off right now is that let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. A CBS News poll finds most Americans approve of how Donald Trump is handling his presidential transition. His poll numbers are up to about 59 to 60% right now, approval rating, which if you've actually followed politics over the course of the last, 20, 30 years, having a 60% approval rating in the United States of America, whatever side of the political landscape you're on, is insane. It's very hard to pull those numbers off. So now he's running at about a 60% approval rating on the presidential transition right now, and that is driving them insane. They are melting down right before our very eyes, and they can't figure it out. They can't understand, how is this happening? How is this guy continuing to gain more and more popularity? Well, it's because of all of you psychopaths that can't stop with all of the lies and all of the bullshit. Now, if you remember the arrogance of this clown right here, Cross-Eyed James, she was all happy and cheerful when Trump was in, remember this, when he was in court? She had this smirk on her face. She looks like she has to take the biggest shit ever now. And she's gained a lot of weight, by the way, too. Whew! And by the way, she wasn't skinny before, but now, wow. Grimace, man. There's actually was it the right to bear me? Holy shit. Look at this. It just showed up. It just showed up on my timeline. Holy shit. Bro. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Woo! That is great. So she's very unhappy right now, very frustrated. And on top of that, check this out right here. This is how important the election of 2024 is and how much impact it's having across the board, because it was never just about one thing or the other. This is going to impact the culture. This is going to impact entertainment. Look at this right here. Disney reportedly sours on Dana Walden as CEO in fear of Trump blowback. So Bob Iger is trying to find his, the person to take over for him as Disney CEO. And Disney was considering Dana Walden, but because of her close ties to Kamala Harris, reportedly they're saying we can't because of the blowback from Trump, because of the Trump MAGA popularity out there, and the fact that they have failed to connect with conservative families and people that are tired of this leftist bullshit, everybody is falling in line because they know that MAGA is so damn popular that they cannot stop it. And that doesn't mean that Disney's just everything's fixed. Not even close. Long way to go before that's ever even going to be considered an option. But the fact that there's reports that they might actually be looking at this going, we can't put this person into the CEO position because of her close ties to Kamala Harris and the blowback from MAGA and Trump. That's the type of fear that they all need to have right there. So I loved seeing that right there. That was absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's catch up, see what you guys are saying in the chat really quickly. We've got Ministry of Wrong Thing says, I know I'll get a lot of pushback for this, but I'm not comfortable with the idea of Elon buying MSNBC. It gives the left too much ammo to claim conflict of interest and might hurt his House vote in. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad take. I mean, I personally disagree with you, but I understand where you're coming from on that. And I don't know if Elon is serious about this MSNBC situation or not. I mean, you never know with Elon. You don't know if he's serious or not. I personally do think he should buy MSNBC because it will not be any type of monopoly or anything like that. I mean, you still have a ton of media outlets out there. So no, I think it's a very good thing if he does it. But I hear where you're trending. You know, I hear what you're saying. But will he buy it is the question. It's possible. It really is possible. Mark Millen says Landman has one of the best retorts to the fucking stupid wind and solar shit. That is pretty accurate, minus the whole peak oil or running out of oil bullshit. Yeah, I believe that was the third episode. And I saw like some people were sharing that on Twitter. The rant that Billy Bob Thornton went on, his character, and it really is a good one. It's damn good. Damn good. Eric Guywall says Donald Trump nickname Teflon Don is true because every time they tried to go after him, they failed. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And it is a glorious thing to watch them continue to fail over and over and over again. And they're going to continue to do it. But the people have to have, continue to show that support. Let your voices be heard. Don't back down. Don't let any of these people make you. And again, I think people have already realized that they can't stop people from supporting MAGA at all. They just can't do it. In fact, let's see. Is that the one? There was one clip right here. Right here. Check this out. Okay. This was with our boy Benny Johnson. Check this out.
This also, I think a major existential threat is you're talking about the country being like a 60-40 like majority. We are certainly in control right now. But if Elon Musk bought MSNBC, dude, I don't know if you saw, I've been catching up on any of this news, but when Elon Musk says how expensive is something, that man means it.
We've heard
like,
this before.
What's your take? He said that on MSNBC. They are melting down over this. I think they are very, very scared that this being a possibility. We know MSNBC is for sale. That's confirmed. And Elon Musk has been posting memes and asking the price all weekend. Joe Rogan saying he'd come on the network. I don't know, man. It's looking spicy.
I have a few ideas. I think Joe Rogan, I think Andrew Tate and Tucker Carlson, I think y'all should look. We have our hosts already. Let's just red pill this thing. Let's get it over with. Let's get that toxic masculinity going, and let's take over the country. Like this is exactly what we need to see. I have my host already in my head, man. You're just get ready. Buckle up, because you're gone. You're going to MSNBC, bro.
Pause right here, dude. Okay, I know you do plenty of cable TV. Yeah. Could you imagine the ratings if this was Tucker and Megyn Kelly?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
This would be the top rated show in the world, actually, if you just swapped.
Well, that's where it comes down to, man. It's smaller things. Like, remember when Vivek at the Republican debate earlier this year, he's like, why do we have moderators like these clowns from MSNBC? If we had, you say Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson, and Joe Rogan that were the moderators, it would be the most viewed thing on TV. And this is true. If this was Tucker and Megyn Kelly, easily the most viewed cable TV show ever, cable news TV show ever, would break every fucking record imaginable.
knocked out Morning Joe?
Last year. Was it last year?
What's really fascinating about this, though, is you would see the ratings skyrocket if he actually bought this platform. I think you would see honest reporting. I think you would see people that were talking about the truth and honest journalism finally. And this is something that's been lost for the past probably 15, 20 years. And so I pray to God that he is serious. And like I said, we've seen this before with X. He posed that question before. How much does it cost? This guy is a patriot. Elon Musk is a patriot. He doesn't care about money. He cares about his time and how he can influence and impact and change the world. And I saw him speak a few years ago in Jackson Hole. And I was fascinated by him because the first thing I did when I met him was I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, by the way, we're the only two African Americans here." I mean, there are 0 black people in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, brother. But we're African Americans. You know what I mean?
Fact check, true.
Yes, true. We are both African Americans.
He's born in Africa.
Born in Africa. I mean, so what I love about him is that he wasn't talking about money and he wasn't talking about return on investments. He was talking about his time and how many ideas that he has and what he wants to do to change and impact the world. And after all the rockets and Tesla and the tunneling company and all this kind of stuff that he does, what he cares the most about is this country and preserving it for his future and for his children. And this is the most important thing he has done in the last few years is insert himself in the election process. And one thing I always tell people is that, look, you may not want to do politics, but politics does you. And if you don't pay attention to it, then we will lose this country. And what he has done this past year in helping to save our country is quite remarkable.
It really is, man. And I don't think that Elon is going to ever get the credit he deserves. I mean, I know a lot of people do recognize what he's done, but he literally has saved America and probably saved the world. And while he put himself in danger of being thrown into jail, if Kamala won, he also kept Donald Trump out because I think Donald Trump would have been locked away for the rest of his life. If Kamala Harris wins, Donald Trump and Elon Musk both go to jail. Think about that. That's how crazy it is. That's how serious this is. This is a historic election. What we just witnessed is going to go down as one of the most historic elections in history. I know that we all often live in these times where we think like, well, everything that we experience is the greatest thing that's ever happened, yada, yada, yada. This truly is not hyperbole. This is arguably the most important election ever, what we just witnessed, because of the path that we are going to go on now versus where we were heading if Kamala wins, which becomes a Barack Obama fourth term. Or fifth term, fourth term, whatever. So yeah, fourth term for Barack Obama.
It's amazing you talking about masculinity because I believe one of the major when the history books are written about this moment, it will be written about the individuals who re-engaged men, especially young men, who have been a bit lost, I think, in this country, who have been beat down. And who have been told their opinions don't matter and to shut up and to stand aside and to let Marxists take over this land and to let like really sick and disturbing ideologies that are not based in reality assert themselves.
Yes.
And to be ashamed of your masculinity and to be ashamed of who we are. And this was the great awakening of young men, especially young men, but men in general in this country. To say, actually, no, you can't actually, this is my country. You can't actually take it over like this. And we are going to re-engage. And I think that is probably the greatest threat to the machine that we know currently existing right now is the re-engagement of young men in society.
Very well said. And I really hope that Elon buys MSNBC because that could be another game changer. We can't get complacent still. I know Trump won, and that's a good thing, obviously, but we cannot get complacent. We have to move forward, and we have to keep our foot on the gas pedal. Cannot get complacent at all. And I mean, just look at this tweet that I put out earlier, right here. Mark Hamill has completely left social media. We don't have to listen to Kamala Harris laugh anymore. Elon might buy MSNBC. All the BS Trump cases are being dismissed, and we're not even to January 20th yet. And the joy is gone from Barack Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. The joy is all gone. It's all over. Sorry, Barry. I know, buddy. I know you thought that you had something going, man, but ultimately it was not going to happen. All of your bullshit came to a screeching halt. Trump defeated you once again. We all know what happened in 2020, and that's the great thing about 2024 is it confirmed 2020. And if Trump doesn't run in 2024, it doesn't matter who runs in 2024 and wins. If it wasn't Trump, then we were never going to be able to overcome what happened in 2020. And that's what I said all along. All along I said that. And yeah, here we are. Now, if you remember this one, right here, let me pull this up. Let me see. Oh, Doug B. Holy crap. Dougie freaking B with a proper 199. Doug, is that a new profile picture with Voltron? Doug in the house. Here we go.
Should I do it?
Do not come.
I'm gonna do it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh. Thank you, Doug, for the proper 199. We got this news right here. Natalie Harp. She's going to be part of the Trump White House. She keeps him updated and types out his social media posts. This is still one of the greatest things I've ever seen right here.
Oh my God. Is she crazy?
Thank you
Wow.
all. Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, too many. Thank you. It's about 20. There must be 35.
Traveling from India to California with an unshakable dream to be the scientist.
How many people are watching?
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime. Take Cindy's out. The things of which she complains. The things of which she complains.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Oh. You hear that thing? It's great, right?
But she has a great personality. So happy to see that. That is super cool to see. And Trump's got a great team around him right now. And that is the most important element that we should focus on right now. Yeah, there's some questionable picks here and there. The Matt Gaetz thing sucks. I really still don't understand what's going to play out there, but I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully they do have some type of plan, but I don't like the optics of that at all. It just feels very strange. But, we'll see. We will see. Also, this one, again, I don't know if this hasn't been confirmed to my knowledge, but Donald Trump is expected to appoint Kash Patel for either deputy FBI director or high-profile Department of Justice position, according to Axios. According to multiple transition sources who spoke at Axios, Trump is serious about giving Patel a leadership role. Kash has a lot of allies who think placing him in a top role would be well received by the Trump base and send a clear message that Trump is serious about major reform to the justice and law enforcement agencies. So I hope that this happens. This has been rumored for a while. So I personally am wondering, if that was going to happen, you had the, I still think that the Marco Rubio announcement, I think that the Matt Gaetz announcement definitely followed that or was right around the same time to get people to not really talk about the Marco Rubio thing. Because while Marco Rubio is very unpopular within the MAGA crowd, as he should be because he sucks, he plays very well to the mainstream. And, that's part of the game that still has to be played in some way, shape, or form. So I'm not really sure. But I hope that this all works out, and I hope that Cash gets in there. That would be great. And the MAGA base will be very enthusiastic if that actually happens. Then we've got, let's see, and I see, man, we've got a great crowd here, 3,500 people here. We've got 370 on Rumble. Thank you guys for showing up over on Rumble, on Kick, on Twitter, on Locals. Did I get the Locals stream started, the second one? That threw me off fucking haywire earlier. So, yes, okay. So we are live over on Locals as well. Sorry, it was a little chaotic in the beginning when I couldn't get anything working, but hey, it's CobraCast. What do you expect? Here's what we have to talk about right here, because speaking of Axios, they are very mad. Okay, so the mainstream media knows that they are dying. The legacy media knows that they are dying. It's why they hate Tim Pool. It's why they hate Benny Johnson. It's why they hate, Dan Bongino and Steven Crowder, because all of those guys have essentially taken all of their, the eyes off of them, and they're far more relevant. And the mainstream can never get that back. Now you have the new Axios CEO meltdown over Elon Musk telling X users, "You are the media now." Mounts passionate defense of dying legacy media. "My message to Elon Musk is bullshit. You are not the media." Let's listen in really quick, see how this one goes.
Everything we do is under fire. Elon Musk sits on Twitter every day, or X today, saying like, "We are the media. You are the media." My message to Elon Musk is bullshit. You're not the media. You having a blue check mark, a Twitter handle, and 300 words of cleverness doesn't make you a reporter. You don't do that by popping off on Twitter. You don't do that by having an opinion. You do it by doing the hard work.
Oh, yeah. That's glorious.
First of all, I've got to say, extraordinary content. It needed to be said.
Yeah.
It continues to need to be said. When all of the garbage is flying around on social media, lying about reporters, lying about the hard work they do, lying about the hard work editors do, lying about everything up and down about not only their alternative set of facts, but alternative set of facts about what people like you do. Or if social media, people lying every day, every hour, every minute about the news. What you do matters. What the New York Times does matters.
No, it doesn't.
What the Wall Street Journal does matters. What Jonathan Lemire does matters. What the Financial Times does matters. What NBC News and MSNBC reporters do matters. It matters.
No, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't matter. And that's the whole point. If it mattered, you wouldn't have to sit there on national TV in front of literally no one and talk about how it matters. You wouldn't have to do that, because it would matter and you wouldn't have to say it. No one has to say Dan Bongino matters. No one has to say Steven Crowder matters. No one has to say Alex Jones matters. No one has to say these things, because everybody knows that they do matter, because of the impact that they have and the fact that the media is always trying to tear them down. The best example of someone mattering is Alex Jones, because they will do anything to take this man down. They have tried everything, as with obviously with President Trump as well, but they can't stop it. And they can't stand that people independently have voices. And collectively, yes, the people are the media. Everybody in this chat is the media. Everybody on social media. There are people that are fantastic at Twitter, and they've done a great job of getting information out there. There are people that have never shown their real name and face on Twitter that had an impact on this presidential election because of how good they compile information, they get it out on social media, and then they gain traction on social media with that. And that trend is not slowing down. That trend is going to continue. And that drives the legacy crazy. They can't stand it. Independent voices making waves and blazing a new trail and basically getting rid of the lying media. I've talked about this with boxing because everyone has a problem with like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and all that, and which I don't like those guys. But the reason they're able to do what they're doing is because boxing screwed up for so many years, and it became this elitist sport where the only way you could watch boxing is if you went and paid for like this insane pay-per-view. They didn't market their fighters. They didn't make it relatable to the everyday person. And it became to the point where boxing became completely irrelevant, and it opened the doors for people like Jake Paul and Logan Paul to basically make a mockery of it. But that's what happens when you don't take care of the sport. And in this case, the media, they've lied so much to the American people, and they have manipulated so many stories. And it's opened up the floodgates for independent media to swoop right in there and take over because they lied. And 2020 was the breaking point right there. We're never going back after 2020. Whether it's COVID, whether it's the election, whatever it is, that entire scenario broke everything. And there's no going back after that. Not going to happen. So it is what it is. You're not going to stop at mainstream. And if Elon buys MSNBC and Morning Joe is out of a job, Mika is going to do everything she can to get in good with MAGA. She's probably going to leave Joe Scarborough. She's probably going to find her a MAGA man. She's probably going to do everything she can to be back at Mar-a-Lago. Joe Scarborough is going to be just out on the street begging for money. Joe Scarborough may start a podcast. That would be great, wouldn't it? I would love if Joe Scarborough started a podcast. Please give me that. All right. If Scarborough starts a podcast, it would be the greatest thing ever. In fact, I've got his co-host for him right here. Joe Scarborough, I've got a co-host for you right here.
Buddy, hope you're feeling, excuse me. Hope you're feeling good. Hope that you're paying attention to what's going on, but trying to stay informed and knowledgeable about what's happening here in our country. I don't understand why, like the news, the sirens aren't going, you know. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. Break glass in case of emergency. Break glass, it's an emergency. Like it's an emergency. Everybody's just going on like it's not nothing. Fodio, you know. I don't.
She's got mouth sores, bro. This is horrible. Oh my God. This is TDS. This is TDS. And by the way, she looks horrible. Okay, guys, I know we're a little, you know, we do the memes and stuff here on CobraCast, but let's not misgender Mark Cuban. Please, let's not misgender Mark Cuban.
Don't understand. The Democrats have been disappointing, to say the least.
Oh, hang on.
Don't talk about politics.
Hang on. I'm sorry. I was being sarcastic, and I didn't really mean that. Like, I want to formally apologize for saying that this is Mark Cuban. This is not Mark Cuban. This would be Keith Olbermann. Sorry. I want to be serious here. This is serious journalism here. This is Keith Olbermann. I apologize.
How can you not in today's political culture? How can you not? Very difficult.
Quit coughing.
Very difficult for everybody, I think.
God, it's right in my ears.
Both sides of the equation. You know, and the people who voted for Trump with the hopes of lowering prices, you know. So, what did I see on TV? Brian Williams on Seth Meyers giving a talking down to the, hello, baby. Come here. There you go. You can get it. You want me to entice you more? I'll put down another one. That's two. This little guy is shy. Right there, this guy. See that guy? Hi. Hi, little friend.
This is terrible content. This is awful. Who fucking watches this besides me?
Good job. Hope you got to see that. Wax on, wax off, people, right?
There's still 45 more seconds of this.
Remember, you control your thoughts don't control you. So, good things to think about in these troubled times. All right, Joan Armour Trading has a new record out today, and I'm getting it, and I cannot wait. And that's all I got. I'm gonna go get my kid prepped for Wicked and Popular. You're gonna be popular. It's a great show. I loved it on Broadway, and I'm sure I'm gonna love it in the movies. Have a wonderful Friday, everybody. TikTok, you don't stop.
That is rough. In fact, I think we have to revisit this one if I can find it, because it's worth it, okay? If I can find it. Is it gone now? There's no way. Hang on. I should have downloaded this one when I had the... Here we go. Is that the one? It was a longer one, but I think we can go with this one. This is a classic, okay? This is a classic. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, well, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster. So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about it. She's basically a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman. You know, coming from Rosie, that's pretty low because when you look at her and when you see the mind is weak. I don't see it. I don't get it. I never understood. How does she even get on television? I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big price. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us. But it's not the chubbiness. Rosie is a very unattractive person, both inside and out. Rosie's a person that's very lucky to have her girlfriend. And she better be careful or I'll send one of my friends over to pick up her girlfriend. Why would she stay with Rosie if she had another choice?
Holy shit. It never gets old. Holy shit.
She's trying to use ABC and The View to get even with me. But with me, we fight back. I'll probably sue Rosie because she doesn't tell the facts. As an example, I'm worth many billions of dollars. Now, she said I was bankrupt. I never went bankrupt. So probably I'll sue her because it would be fun. I'd like to take some money out of her fat ass pockets. I actually think they ought to look at her whole life and see where she's coming from because I think she's got some very deep-seated problems. Perhaps it should be Rosie that goes to rehab. Rosie is a loser.
Oh my God, it's just better every time, especially after you watch that clip that we just watched of Rosie O'Donnell. Holy shit. That was absolutely fantastic. That was great. Okay, so this one right here is just fantastic. Our boy Chunk Uger from the Young Turks. This is where the Democrats are. The Democrats are in complete and total desperation. They are losing their fucking minds. Listen to this.
But if you said to me, out of the people that exist now who would run it, my first choice would be Jon Stewart. Give me Jon Stewart in a Democratic primary, and I will rout anyone against us in that primary and in the general election, and we'll win easily. It'll be a landslide.
This is where they are. So he thinks Jon Stewart is going to be the 2028 nominee for the Democrats to take back America for the Democrats. Are you kidding me? Also, there are reports that Kamala Harris wants to run again in 2028. Please bring it on. They have no one. The Republican Party has rock stars right now on top of rock stars. Now, I will say this. Do you know who the person that they wanted it to be? They wanted Mark Cuban. You do know that, right? That's who they wanted. They were like, if we get Mark Cuban in there, like Mark Cuban, that was going to be their answer to Donald Trump, is to bring Cuban in 2028. That has sailed. That ship has completely sailed, miserably, as a matter of fact, because Cuban made such an idiot of himself.
And like a good CEO, like a good leader, she's put together a team, including myself and others, to go out and communicate things she doesn't have time to communicate. And I think I've been effective. I know others have as well. And I think that's going to make a big difference, and it's underappreciated. And like a good CEO, like a good leader.
So Mark Cuban, they thought that this was their billionaire TV star to rival Trump and his celebrity. Obviously, Trump, won't be running in 2028, but his presence will still be very, very important through the whole process. And they were thinking that Mark Cuban could be that guy. And Mark Cuban, I won't even say slowly, like Mark Cuban quickly turned into an aging lesbian in the past year. This was quick. I mean, just like snap of your fingers, and this dude turned into Rachel Maddow right before our very eyes. And then it got so bad after he made his comments about Trump not having strong and intelligent, powerful women around him. Then the Harris campaign. Imagine this. A campaign ran by Kamala Harris tells Mark Cuban, you're an idiot and you're hurting our image. You have to be very bad at what you're doing if you're hurting the public image of Kamala Harris. Holy shit. But that happened. And now they pretty much have they have absolutely no answers right now for 2028. Doug B, this is earlier, but he says, little man has small PP energy. Thank you, Doug B, for the 50. The mad lad, Dougie B in the freaking house. 8 o'clock says, no, I think if Elon buys MSNBC, they should be allowed to do all the things they already do, but every reporter should have to do a Trump Power Hour every day. That would be pretty funny, actually. That would be pretty funny. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this MSNBC thing. It's going to be... it will be interesting. CG87343 says Daily Wire is reporting that Don Jr. stated, quote, my dad may boot mainstream media from the White House press room. Honestly, this would be one of the most important things Trump could do if he were able to do. If he were to take this step. Imagine this: you boot the mainstream out of the White House press briefing room. And you bring your Crowders, your Tim Pools, your Dan Bonginos, Benny Johnson. These are the types of things that will fundamentally shift. And also you can bring some of your leftist reporters in there too. Absolutely. So what is that guy's name? There's a guy with 3 names, Brian somebody. He's got like millions of subscribers on YouTube. What's his name? He's super gay. Brian Tyler, somebody. What's his name? Somebody will tell me. Brian Tyler Cohen. That's it. That guy. All right. Bring him in there. Obviously the Young Turks. Now fuck Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin, fuck him. Philip DeFranco. I can't stand Philip DeFranco, but he is a very he has a huge following, and people do listen to him. So I honestly, as much as I don't like Philip DeFranco, yeah. But think about that. If Donald Trump does that, it fundamentally shifts media completely to a whole different level. Now, do I think that's realistic? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if Don Jr. is saying that that's a possibility, that we at least know that 47 is considering it. God, it's so good to call him 47, by the way. It's so good. Eric Heffelfinger says, Andrew Bailey is a good pick for FBI too. Has been most effective person on fighting censorship. He did a Timcast episode and has a new YouTube channel. Noted. Let's see. Star Wars and Stripes says only Rosie O'Donnell. Let's see here. AOE2 Freak says, holy shit, that Trump roasting of Rosie O'Donnell was legendary. I'd never heard the whole thing before. It is so good. And this is why I try to play things a couple of times, because I've played that probably 3 or 4 times, but everybody doesn't have the time to watch when we're live. And then you have like a 3-hour stream and everybody doesn't have time to go back. So I get it. Jeeping Baylor says, really enjoyed your segment on peers. Any plans for your return? Whether it's just you or a panel with Gary as well would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, there was some discussions about me coming on for another one, but nothing's been lined up yet. So I guess we'll see. Golden Nugget says, great. Now I know what docking is. Sola Felix says, unless you're someone like Mark Dice, who has been shadow banned on YouTube for years, his videos have been fire since the election. Been more frequent. Yeah, I think Mark Dice makes great content. I think that there's certainly... I think that people claim that they are shadow banned way too much, and I don't think that that's the case. I do believe Mark Dice has been shadow banned. I absolutely believe he has, because what does Mark Dice have? A couple million subscribers, and his videos are fantastic. He puts great videos out, but they do not get a ton of traction, like compared to what you would think with his subscriber base. DMC says this channel is so much better than Tim Pool. Well, I appreciate it. I would probably, there's probably not a lot of people that agree with you, but I'm sure a few do, and I appreciate that. I think Tim makes fantastic content. I do. I just don't like him. Hope says, did he get busted because he poisoned Jamie Foxx? Is that like a news story around that I haven't heard about? Pippi says, Landman is fantastic. It's on Paramount Plus. Again, man, you should totally check it out. If you're interested, Landman is so good. 3 episodes is all we have right now. Josh L says the fight is indeed just starting. Keep fighting. Thank you. Mark of Reality says Adam Schiff is just weird looking, like his real dad was a little gray alien or something. Tim ignores his chat. You know, there's no, I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way to do it. I've been doing YouTube long enough to know that just so you guys know a little bit of inside baseball right now, if I specifically dedicated and said, hey, for the next 3 to 6 months on CobraCast, I'm going to make it about the topics, I'm going to work the algorithm, I'm going to put certain titles, and I'm going to cover those titles. I'm going to put the thumbnail up the right, to get people to click on it. And if I focused in on that, I guarantee you this show would be pushing 5,000 to 7,000 viewers in 3 months. Easily, consistently, without like anything, like 5,000 to 7,000. And over the course of time, they would get 100,000 views every live stream if I was focusing on the topics and not the chat. Me focusing on the chat turns off a huge portion of the audience. It just does. But I like interacting with the audience. And so, but there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's just certain people like to interact with the chat. And here's another thing too. When you interact with the chat as much as me, you're going to get crazy. Sometimes people are intimidated by questions they're not prepared for. I mean, if I don't have an answer, I'll just tell you I don't have an answer. A lot of people don't want to do that because they think that it makes them seem like, oh, I'm not prepared. So they don't want to face like unscripted questions, or they don't want to deal with things like that. I don't care. I don't care about that. And so that's another reason why a lot of people, they'll scan the questions first. They'll pre-read them first because they get worried about that. Not me, but it doesn't mean I'm better or worse than anyone else. It just means that I have my way of doing it. Everybody has, their way of doing it. And You let the chips fall where they may. Fantastic Knox says, Schiff won a seat that Dianne Feinstein was able to hold for years, and no one stood in his way to challenge that seat. No idea why people vote for him. Yeah, I have no idea how that dude has any type of like relevancy at all. Doug B for 20 says, did you see the Benny interview of Alex Jones? He pulled off the meme on Alex Jones's press secretary and asked if he would do it. I did not. I didn't even know that happened. There's been so much news I've been trying to catch up on because of with everything I've had going on this past weekend. So I am behind. Was this recent? Did he have Alex on recently? Because I was not even aware of that. That's awesome though. Alex Jones's press secretary would be insane. Let's see. Am I going to box the quartering? Okay. I have a slight disagreement with the quartering. We're fine. I love the quartering. Quartering has done more for me than anybody knows. He doesn't even ask for credit for it. Dude will always have your back. We have a disagreement. That's it. I love the quartering. So no, there's no issue with the quartering at all. Every time I have a disagreement with one of my YouTube friends, people are like freaking out. Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Yes, we're okay. The quartering is fucking phenomenal. I just disagree with him on a couple of things. That's all. Like normal friends do. So that's all it is. Kira for 50. Have you seen the video titled The Historic MSNBC Meltdown That Everyone Missed? It is clipped from the full MSNBC election coverage stream before they deleted it. I think I have this bookmarked on Twitter. I think he had him on last week. Okay. Thanks, Doug. Yeah, I think I have this bookmarked. I'll have to search through my bookmarks to see, but I'm pretty sure I have this bookmarked on Twitter X. So I will see if I can track that one down. CG87343 says there is a way Trump could keep mainstream media out. Start by giving press passes to independents like Crowder, Poole, Johnson, Dice. Give them out so much they run out for mainstream media. You should also get one. I don't know if I'm on the level to get one, and I'm completely fine with that. As I've said 100 times, man, if you told me right now, if God himself comes down and tells me like, hey, Jeremy, for the next 20 years, your YouTube channel is never going to get hit, and everything what you're doing, as long as you continue to treat the audience properly, everything is going to continue moving in your direction, then I would be perfectly content. The only issue I have is that I don't know if YouTube is going to be gone tomorrow. And that really does stunt the business model that we have, because I have to be a little more strategic with the funds and where we want to put them. But if I knew that I was not going to have any issues on YouTube, as long as I stay within the rules, they're bullshit rules, I could do so much more from a business standpoint. And I'm happy with that. I don't need the access or anything like that. I think there's better people that are equipped for that. I don't think that that's me. I want to entertain the people, man. I want to entertain. I want to build. I want to continue to take Geeks and Gamers and create entertainment for people, whether it's through our Park Hopping channel or our main YouTube channel or the gaming streams or all the memes, the tabletop channel, the website, all that shit. So we'll see. Swig of water. Jessica says, look at you being nice to the fig, Laughing Man. Laughing Man? Laughing Man's being nice to me? Is he okay? Is he okay? CobraCast White House Press Corp sounds nice. I don't think that'll happen. If you're genuinely, if you're like, Jeremy, if you could name 5 people off the top of your head that should have press credentials in Trump's administration, who would it be? Number one, my number one draft pick, and I'm going to take Dan Bongino off, mainly because I hope that he's going to be leading the Secret Service. So I'm going to take Bongino off. Okay, so Bongino is gone. All right, my number one draft pick. You ready for this, chat? You ready? Number one draft pick, Tim Pool. Tim Pool. He's my number one draft pick. Yep. I know. Chat's gonna be like, what? Tim Pool, number one draft pick. Mm-hmm. Yep. because he's on that grind, man. He does he's built a phenomenal, like, listen, Tim is exactly what I wish I was, because I wish that I was less entertaining. And I wish I was like, I wish I was less entertaining. Tim is the worst part of his show, which makes him the best part of his show. Seriously, and that's not me criticizing Tim. He's the worst part of his show, meaning he has built a great show. I wish that was me. Wish I was the worst part of everything I've created. And I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying, like, I do think that, you know, I'm a little too prominent in some of the circles, like until like Geeks and Gamers and all that. Like, nobody, it's weird because as much as Tim is popular, he's not. Like, if you look at his chat fucking hates him, mainly because he never reads the chat, never acknowledges them, but he puts on a great show. And he has some strict kind of guidelines that he sticks by. And I think that he would, over the course of, like, say, a year, I think he would ask the right questions and have the right type of coverage that you would want with this new independent media cycle. There's no reason that the dude doesn't, that there's no reason to explain why this guy has 50, 60,000 people watching his stream outside of the fact that he has built a hell of a show. Because they're not watching for him. When you ask, why does Dr. Disrespect have 20, 30,000 people? Because Dr. Disrespect is incredibly entertaining. You can't say that about Tim. You can't say, well, Tim is just an entertaining guy. He's just got all this charisma and his chat loves him and he interacts with the chat. He makes everything fun. He doesn't do that. He's very boring. He's very dry, but he created a good fucking show. That's it. So anyway, that's my number one pick right there. Benny Johnson, obviously Benny. Benny has almost created like a Mr. Beast-esque kind of like political kind of coverage, but he's also stays serious. So like on one hand, he's like serious, and on the other hand, he's like doing these crazy next level fucking videos, man. And so Benny's taking things to a whole new level. Steven Crowder, Louder with Crowder, has to be there, no doubt about that. And I do think Mark Dice would actually be one of the most brutally honest people that you could put in the White House press briefing room. Mark Dice would not hold back. Mark Dice doesn't give a fuck about making anybody happy. He doesn't care about being friends with anybody. He doesn't care about connections. He doesn't give a shit. And that's why he would be great at it. So there's my top picks right there. Josh L says, I want investigations into the Assassins cover-up. Don't we all? Don't we all? You know, and you got to think that that's going to happen. You would think. 1992 space movie says, imagine it getting blown out by Oklahoma when you're supposedly a playoff team. BVS greater than Bama. We'll be seeing you on Saturday to finally put Bama out of their misery. War damn Eagle. Also, Jeremy doesn't read my super chats. Yet I did. Yet. Oh, I'd love to have Salty Cracker there too. Salty Cracker would be awesome. Yes, Alabama sucks this year. Alabama sucks. And honestly, for the first time in my life, I might be cheering for Auburn to beat Alabama so we can just go ahead and get Kalen DeBoer out of there, just fire this dude and get him gone. But at least my boy Tua is crushing it right now. And the Dolphins are making the playoffs. The Dolphins are making the playoffs. You guys can clown on me. You can say whatever you want. But when the Dolphins make the playoffs, you need to remember that I've been calling this for several weeks now. Even when Tua was out, I said when Tua comes back, he's taking them to the playoffs. He's going to the fucking playoffs. Dolphins are going. Okay? Just wait. Just wait. Ministry of Ronte says 60% equals they're willing to report. Imagine the truth. Your Barmy says its eyes look in two direction. You're talking about Letitia James. John Ambler says, damn, now Disney recast Jabba as a woman of color. Fantastic Knox says, where did Tish James still at Grimace suit? God, it's so funny. Jake Stanley says, I'm late because I was watching American Gangster. American Gangster is a good movie. I felt a little disappointed by it, but some of the high moments were absolutely awesome. I just expected a little more from it. It's still a good movie. Dante Rage says, Tish the Bish James let herself go. Dan Cunningham says, Brits for Trump, save the world, please. Philip Butler says, Elon should buy CBS Paramount. It has TV stations. Vice says, Vivek and Elon could use MSNBC as their personal podcast. Ooh, not bad. Dan Cunningham says 2.5 million plus Brits signed a petition in 24 hours to remove our prime minister. The PM said he will ignore it. GL Dude says thoughts on MAGA Chunk Uger. Let that chunk in. I always call him Chunk. Yeah, no. I don't believe that he's genuine at all. I think that these Democrats and these leftists, again, I don't watch the Young Turks anyway to have like a very informed opinion on them, but I think a lot of people have decided like that MAGA wasn't going to be very popular in 2024 because they had built this idea that Trump wasn't very popular because they were in their own little echo chamber. But the reality of it is now that they've got their reality smacked right in the face, now they're trying to backpedal, and I ain't having it. Not for me anyway. If other people want to forgive some of these clowns, that's fine. But as I said, even before the election, the Trump bandwagon was already full, and now it's just getting even more and more full with all these people. And this is one of the reasons why right here. I think this is one of the reasons why, because this has been going around right here.
Then how are you different than you were 3 or 4 years ago?
Well, I used to say, and in fact, I think I said in my first book that, and maybe this was foolish, but I really meant it, that someday I'd like to maybe lose everything for a period of time to see who's loyal and who's not loyal. And I found out a lot of things.
Did you find out who's loyal and not
I
loyal?
tell you what, and
then how are you different?
That's perfect right there. That's perfect. So you have a lot of people now that are pretending like, oh yeah, I've always supported Trump. I always had. No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. You didn't support Trump. And we all knew that. And now you've got a lot of people scrambling to try and do everything they can. And, we'll see. But you also have this Denver mayor saying, I'm willing to go to jail to block deportations.
Orders are top. I would certainly protest it, and I would expect other residents would do the same.
Oh, man. Where did it go? Damn it. Why did that happen? Give me just a minute here. Stupid bookmarks. Why does that always happen? So yeah, this Denver situation. And not only that, there's been a few politicians that are trying to take the stand, and they're trying to make a name for themselves is essentially what they're trying to do. And it ain't going to work out too well for them at all. And we're going to see how this all plays out. Right. Oh my God. I got to show you guys this before. Listen, this guy was rumored to be in the Trump administration. This guy was rumored to be a vice presidential candidate at one point in time. I can honestly say if Trump would have picked him for VP, which I don't think he seriously was, I may have to stop being a MAGA supporter. This is a real picture that Tim Scott uploaded. This is a real picture that he posted himself. What? What are we doing? Why would you post this picture? Why would you do that? No. I couldn't believe when I saw that. What are we doing? Woo! Anyway, all right, here, back to this one really quick.
I would certainly protest it, and I would expect other residents would do the same. Yes, I would certainly protest it, and I would expect other residents would do the same.
Trump's new borders czar Tom Homan has said that he is willing to arrest leaders like yourself for standing in the way of these policies that they want to enact. Would you be willing to go to jail for these things?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. And I'm also not seeking that. I think the goal is we want to be able to negotiate with reasonable people how to solve hard problems. Republican and Democratic presidents in the past have all tried to find solutions to these problems. President Reagan helped people get access to work so they could stay and support themselves. Biden and Harris worked on restricting entry at the border to close down. There are a lot of ways to approach this problem. We don't think it has to come to this. But yeah, I think when you look at, Ralph Carr has always been one of my heroes. He was the governor who in the middle of the internment of Japanese Americans said this was the wrong thing to do. And he stood up. It was unpopular. People were mad at him about it. That was in the middle of a wartime. If the president or any of his actors are going to do things that we think are illegal or immoral or un-American, we'll stand up against them.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Now, I did clip this one out. I don't watch them, but everybody has been talking about the Young Turks and Anna Kasparian. So I want to watch this, and let's hear what she has to say really quick.
I think that politics has substituted religion to some extent. People have almost like this religious zealotry toward their political beliefs. And when that happens, it's really difficult to have a conversation with someone without it immediately devolving into allegations of bad faith, of lying, deception, all sorts of things. And so maybe that's part of it. But honestly, I didn't really notice this as an issue in America until Donald Trump was running for president and then after he got elected as president. And I am 1,000,000% guilty of honestly allowing him to kind of break my brain for a little bit because I saw him as such a significant threat. I think that politics has substituted.
At least she's willing to admit it. So I respect that. At least she's willing to. Now, I don't know if this was from a parody account or what. I have no idea if this is a parody account. But I saw this tweet and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This is Paul. And he says, listen up, MAGA fucktards. Let me make this crystal fucking clear. Don't you dare fuck with me or my followers for the next 4 years. You're in for a world of fucking pain if you do. We won't back down. We won't be silenced. And we sure as hell won't let you fuck with us. You think you can intimidate us? Think again, you pathetic, small-minded fucks. We're ready for you. We're ready for your bullshit, your hate, your fucking ignorance, and we'll fight back every fucking step of the way. So bring it on, you fucking cowards. Bring on your best shot. We'll be here standing strong, fighting for what's right, and giving you a mouthful of fucking reality. This can't be real. This can't be real. What's the best part is he says, don't dare fuck with me or my followers. Okay. So he says, don't dare fuck with them. And then he says, so bring it on. Well, which is it? Which is it? Don't mess with us or bring it on. You can't say don't mess with us. Don't you dare mess with us. But also bring it on. Is this Keith Olbermann's backup account? Your followers should be concerned with their AIDS diagnosis. They nuts MAGA. So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Fuck you, MAGA. Fuck your hatred. Fuck your ignorance, and fuck your pathetic attempts to silence us. We're here. We're loud, and we're not going anywhere. Deal with it. It has to be a troll. This guy right here. He's not happy. Way to trigger MAGA fucktard. Here's a cool party trick. Every sunrise brings a new chance to uncover truth, embrace clarity, and start fresh with purpose. Let this Monday be your dawn of discovery. This has 1,400 comments to only 98 likes. This guy's getting ratioed to hell and back. So I don't know whether it could be a parody account. And if it is, nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. It's really hard to tell at this point in time. if these people are serious or not. But that's a massive ratio. And listen, there's a lot of people that are just trying to, get Twitter interactions to get money and all that. What's that one girl that everybody's mad about on Twitter? That Asian chick? There's some Asian chick or whatever that's getting like $20,000 a month to shit post on Twitter. And everybody's mad about that. I make like $150 a month on Twitter. I don't post a lot, but we also got this video here from Bill Clinton, Big Willie style, right here.
I can't say I was surprised. I had the feeling all along that at the end, this thing might break one way or the other, and all the so-called swing states would vote together, because the last 2, 3, 4% were actually pretty much alike. At least this time, there is no question that he actually won both the popular vote and the electoral college. And when he won before, he lost the popular vote and only won the electoral college because of the late intervention of James Comey, and I think the false presentation of the email issue. There's been a lot of change for people to digest. A lot of economic adversity and upheaval, a lot of political upheaval, a lot of social developments. And if you think about it, some of the votes that happened in the last election are people who are just exhausted by uncertainty and tired of carrying it around. And that always helps the right.
Do you understand? This is the thing that is so amazing about the Trump political story. He has stopped 3 political dynasties, 3 political families. He stopped the Bush crime family, the Clinton crime family, and the Obama transgender family. He stopped all of them. Without Trump, without this one man, these 3 corrupt families would have continued to destroy this country. Without this one man. That's how big of a deal this has become. And they hate him for it. They can't stand him. And they've tried everything they can to stop him. And fortunately, none of it has worked. And I don't think we're out of the woods yet, by the way. Just to be clear, I don't think we're out of the woods. What is this one? Oh, yeah. I hope I can listen to this. I haven't listened to this whole thing yet. This could be part of our new intro, by the way.
I'm not going to worry about it, Phil. Am I going to worry about it? First of all, I'm not going to worry about it, Phil, because he's not going to win.
He is not going to win.
She's going to win easily.
Is hope and joy rising.
Victory is in sight in less than 3 weeks.
I think that he loses.
We just made history.
How do you like my garbage truck?
But you still can't see. Freedom is good, communism bad.
Let's go!
You thought that you could cheat. Now we laugh at your history. America survived, now you shave your head. Less God we require. More control you decide. Your plans are screwed, is crying now. Common shouldn't be right. You've been dealing with easily wrong. Democrats are screwed, is crying now. The hatred you ignite. Division you inside.
The Dilly meme team continues to crush it. Shout out to the Dilly meme team. These guys are single-handedly like just crushing it. And I do think they're a big piece to the puzzle, is why Ron DeSantis couldn't get any traction, because the Dilly meme team decided, no. You're not going anywhere, Meatball Ron. It ain't happening. They did a crazy job during that whole run.
Neither can stop the making way.
You okay?
Telling us to turn the page. Not for the machine you raise. No one believes a word you say. Less God we require, more control you desire. Your plans are screwed rock stars do what they told. Hollywood repeat over. We are love that you should cry. So there's so many tears you can cry. As your love quickly improves, and then you will see President Trump was always right. The best days yet to come.
Damn, that's good. That is so good. I haven't gotten any copyright warnings yet. So good. Seriously, Dilly meme team are awesome. Those guys are great. I follow a few of them. They follow back. They've been following me for a while. Some of them might be here in the chat. So good stuff indeed. It's a parody, copyright. Yeah, well, I got hit on the Bohemian Rhapsody song already. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, good stuff right there. You love to freaking see it. All right, let's see what else I have. And let me get to some of these super chats really quick. I appreciate you guys being patient. 3,500 people here. Let's freaking go. Brady Crippen says, this Paul guy is making me want to make an X account just to mess with him. Dude, I think everybody should be on X/Twitter. It's a really great platform. Elon's done wonderful things over there. Even if you just have a private account and you're following for news sources and things like that, I highly recommend it. Jeremy is Gay says, what news you found on Biden wants to give nukes? I have heard some stuff about the whole Ukraine thing and Putin's response and all of that. Sola Felix says, Sky News Australia and Michael Schellenberger, American free speech advocate, deserves credit for defeating the commie misinformation bill in Australia. Hail. Black Tiger says, in my mind, Trump's win was D-Day. We're on the beach. Black Kane says, the brothers of destruction will be on Gutfeld tonight. I'm so excited I can't breathe. What? Really? That's awesome. Let's see. Vanilla says, D-Day Cobra, Elon has lifetime banned me on X. Why did you get a lifetime ban? What did you do? Is the blue check mark worth it? I mean, again, if you're going to be an active user, yes. If you're not going to be an active user, I would say no. But if you're going to just be an active user, absolutely. Laughing Man says, what if I make an X account, Jeremy? You should, Laughing Man. You absolutely should. By the way, you never confirmed to me if you got the care package. You never confirmed that to me. Jared Armstrong says his pick for Surgeon General is a head scratcher. She supported the vax and double masking. Dan Cunningham says, a question for you. Remember the Sum of All Fears? I am British and saw it. I need to watch the song. Is that the Sum of All Fears has got Morgan Freeman in it? And is it Ben Affleck? Is that right? I don't think I've seen that. What if I already did? Oh, look at there laughing, man. Ben Affleck? Yeah. Okay. If I saw it, like, it wasn't there a couple of different movies that were like similar in nature to Some of Our Fears that came out that summer. You know what I watched for the first time just last week? Sicario. I might just watch Some of Our Fears tonight if the chat's recommending it. But I watched Sicario for the first time last week. Damn good movie. Dan Cunningham says Elon should buy YouTube first. That's a much bigger deal than buying anything else. YouTube is, I don't even know if they could. I don't know if he could buy YouTube. Well, first of all, I don't think Google would sell it. But yep, that's the first time I saw Sicario. Denis Villeneuve, is that how you say his name? He's the director, and he's a fantastic. I think that's right. And then Taylor Sheridan actually wrote it. And I'm just a huge Taylor Sheridan fan. The dude is great. Westfield says, I wish we could stop reacting to mainstream media exclusives since their intent is to build a narrative, and they've been wrong about 2 appointees. I'll wait for Trump. That's fair. Dante Ray says, the media stopped being the media after they were allowed to propagandize U.S. citizens by loosening restrictions on what they're allowed to do. River Miles says, Quasimodo looking rough. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, wait, is that Mark Ruffalo? Oh, it's Rosie O'Donnell. Can't ever tell with any of these clowns. Demogenai says, need Sydney Sweeney eye cleanse, please, for fuck's sake. Hey, let's see. I think I had something to show you guys. I don't know if it's YouTube friendly or not, though. Let's see. Let me scroll here for a minute and see. I think I bookmarked something, and now I got to see if I can find it. I'm always thinking about the people, okay? Did I bookmark this one? I'm not. Oh, here we go. This was just a great moment, and I figured we would review it. Great personality for sure. Megyn Kelly, she was having some fun. We can actually slow this down a little bit. So playback speed, let's do 0.5. Okay, here's Megyn Kelly.
Yes. Oh my God, that should not be doing this. That's what she did.
Look at Jessica. Oh my God. Hey man, listen, we're here to, we wanted to break that down. I was just making sure, I was hoping Megyn Kelly was okay. Hoping everything was good. I think she's okay though. I think she's fine. So I think everything will be okay. No problem there. By the way, I saw this and I can't play this, but right here, here's the mayor of Knox County tombstoning the U.S. Secretary of Education. So right here. Boom. I love wrestling. Wrestling leads us all back to politics. All leads back to wrestling. So I can't play it though, unfortunately. I will get hit for that, and they will block this entire stream if I play any of that. This is so great. God has a funny imagination. Absolutely. You never know. You never know what he's thinking, but that is a fantastic moment right there. So, by the way, listen, I don't talk about this much, but President Trump is truly an athlete, okay? Here is Trump versus Serena Williams.
Trump volleyed with Serena Williams, shoes off, coat on. Donald Trump showing he's got some game, some little. It's right there at the Trump National Club. Both are tremendous facilities. It was good to see him out there, and the fans seem to enjoy it.
Holy crap. That's my president right there. That's my president right there. Yes, that's real. That's 100% real. Worst racist ever. Good old Trump, the worst racist of all time. But yeah, there you go. What is this one? I don't know what this is, but I did save this one, so we might as well just watch it.
Isn't it nice when you don't read from a speech? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Or Hillary with the teleprompters every single time. And whether you go north and south or east and west, Donald Trump is a bad person. Donald Trump made a lot of money in Atlantic City, but he hurt the little people. She calls it the little people. He hurt the little people. He didn't.
I didn't. Hang on. I didn't.
But he hurt the little people. She calls it the little people. He hurt the little people. He didn't. Isn't it nice when you...
Laughing Man says, I don't read his comments or super chats. I can't fucking win. I can't fucking win. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? That one. Okay, we're all caught up on those bookmarks that I'd saved for all of you lovely people. What is that? Trying to see if there's any news that is. Oh, so we got this Trump True Social post. I will cover that here in just a minute. What the fuck is going on? What is this? What is this? Hang on. This is new. Scott Pressler just peacefully demolished the CNN reporter. She asked if Scott uses the word peacefully so much to avoid another January 6th.
I noticed that when you urge people to action,
Yes.
you often include the word
Peacefully.
Is that to avoid another Jan 6 type incident?
With all due respect, it's to avoid people like you guys saying that I'm anything but. My motto is to just be super cute, have my data and facts, treat everyone with love and respect, and as you can see, an army of people will follow.
I noticed that
100%. These fucking people, man. So they sit there and they weaponize things, and then you say the very word that they claim you didn't say, and then they try and manipulate it and attack you for saying the word that they claim you didn't say that you should say, and then you start saying it, and then they weaponize that. Fuck these people, dude. They can't, the mainstream media, please, Elon, buy MSNBC. Let's just kill off this fucking mainstream. They're the worst people on the planet. They really, really are. They're horrible. Holy crap. Jeremy is gay says, dude, she looks like an angry goblin. Westfield says, I wish we stopped daily briefings. They were media activists seeking a headline and celebrity status. Can't do that again with Trump too. Too much work ahead. I don't think he'll do daily briefings. Maybe not though. Dante Ray says, bruh, Cuban, Olberbitch, and O'Donnell all identify as the homosexuals known as Jeremy. No one misidentified them. Dan Cunningham says, Elon Musk is incompetent. Elon Musk is incompetent, the richest man on Earth. I don't know what you mean by that. But you can say a lot of things about Elon. He's not incompetent. He's not stupid. Chronicling Mayhem says, Sophie, hail Epic Mike on ABF stream. What's up, Sophie? How you doing? Good to see you, Sophie. Hope says, I sent Rosie's new profile pic to you on Twitter. I don't think I want to see that. Primarch Vulcan says, tagged you in a quote tweet. That is, in my opinion, the best Trump shit talking ever. Play it. Let me look at my notifications. Let's see what we got here. Are you under that name? I'm looking through my mentions right now. God, so many people are mad about my Dr. Disrespect stuff. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Tag me again. Oh, I hope I see. Slain Hope. I see what I can't post that. But yeah, I see that one. But yeah, I'm getting crushed on Twitter from like the Doc fans. I don't see your tagged tweet. So if you can, feel free to tag me in it again. I'm going to my mentions tab right now to see. The Rosie picture is rough. So bad. Yeah, like everybody's calling me, like saying I'm all these things in my mentions. So I will see if I can find it. Tag me again. Sula Felix says that Mark Dice is in the White House presser would be great. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Kylito's Corner says opinions on Transformers 1. It's a great movie, in my opinion, and worth the watch. 4547, hail the 199. Go Kyle Busch. I'm a Kyle Busch fan too. I have not seen Transformers 1 yet. I do want to see it. Everybody has said good things about it. So Eric K says Tim ignores his chat. Jeremy sees his chat but ignores his mods. Mod lives matter. What's up, Eric? Philip Butler says get 47 to call into your show. 3 says, hey, Jared, D-Day Cobra has earned a rep in the press pit. Donald J. Trump could give fake news 2 seats in the back. P.S. Landman is great. Yes, it is. And thank you, 3. I appreciate that. Eddie M says, look into Candace or Jimmy Dore's video about honeypot operation against Matt Gaetz. He was likely set up. Yeah, that was one thing that I was getting a lot today. People are like, wait a minute, Jeremy. You're criticizing Dr. Disrespect. Would you stand with Matt Gaetz? What? Matt Gaetz didn't admit to like sexting a fucking underage girl like Doc did. So yes, I would much rather stand with someone who's been accused of something and it's not been proven than someone that admitted to doing the very thing that then they claim they didn't do afterwards. It's fucking weird, man. Sula Felix says, imagine Salty Cracker in the White House presser. That would be badass. Dan Cunningham says, my grandfather fought in the Nazis in Africa and Italy. The least I can do is support Donald Trump on the internet. LOL. Brits for Trump. MAGA Wars 2024 says, I just DM'd you the MSNBC meltdown video. It's good. Bastard Luigi says, people forget he torched that Twitter chick on Rogan. Still, the beanie thumbnail has tainted Jeremy. R.I.P. Black Kane says, one problem with independent outlets having White House press credentials is to use them, they have to be able to afford to pay someone enough to live in D.C. full time. Well, that's a good point. And I mean, obviously, everybody I named could do that. I personally could not. I would not be able to afford to pay someone full time to live in DC. But like, obviously, Tim can, Crowder can, Benny, I don't know. I'm assuming Mark Dice because he's a single operation and he's got a huge channel. But that is something that would have to be considered for sure. Eric Stratton says Beardo's friend super chatted 199 to make Beardo sing the Eagles fight song. Belgium health minister set it up, and Beardo set money too low. Trombone. When was this? Darth Gavel says rebrand MSN to Infowars and hire Alex Jones. Nandy says Tim Scott got a BBL. Emerald Eyes says a Venezuelan illegal was just caught in Denver for violating a 14-year-old girl, and that clown mayor would protect him. Sickening. Yep. All these people are horrible, man. Zevin Cross says, is Anna slowly recovering from TDS? Let's wait and see. Sounds like it. McCall for 20 says, I had to come over here, Jeremy, for Jeremy Locals donations. He didn't even know we were live till 30 or 40 minutes to the stream. I want a refund for my 1-year commitment. You person. I can't say what you said. Okay. Jesus. What are you going to do? McCall says, seeing you didn't say anything last stream, I think it's your best one. And then says, remember when Jeremy used to be on Sports Wars? I can't. So now you yell at me on Locals that I'm not on Sports Wars. Fucking hell. I can't win around these parts. This is why Tim Pool says live streaming's hard. This is why Tim Pool doesn't read his chat. Because all your chat's going to do is be mean to you. I don't deserve it. I deserve respect. Kira says, please play the MSNBC meltdown video. Get Woke Go Broke says, Donald Trump is truly the worst racist I've ever seen. He's so bad that the KKK has banned him for life because he won't stop taking pictures with black people. I'm getting yelled at everybody. Dr. Disrespect fans are mad at me. Jeremy's jealous. Jeremy's never going to be on Doc's level. Jeremy's just jealous because Doc's got the bag and him not. Let's see. Okay. I'm looking at my DMs now. Holy shit. It says message was hidden due to suspicious content. Is this it right here? Okay. It said the message was hidden due to suspicious content. Here we go.
African American mixed race woman.
First of all, we've been friends for a long time, and I feel like you just captured what a lot of people are feeling. So let me just
What
say
the
that.
fuck? Wait, what the fuck am I watching? Hold on. What?
Moment that this overqualified African American mixed race woman.
First of all, we've been friends for a long time, and I feel like you just captured what a lot of people are feeling. So let me just say that.
No.
But
Clinton Jaws, the only thing I care about is your subscription. Please subscribe. Because I'm psychotic, I watched the entire MSNBC live coverage of the election. It was something like 12 hours. And guess what? You can't find it anymore. They deleted it. They deleted it on their website, and they deleted it on YouTube. Why would they do that? I think one reason, because at the very end, around 4:35 in the morning, there's a meltdown that I'm going to show you that nobody has seen. You haven't seen it. I don't even think it's on YouTube. But it also might have something to do when they announced Trump president, because the announcement was pre-recorded.
This is great.
It's just a hunch. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to show you something. Tell me I'm wrong. And who cares if it is, right? Well, I kind of do. You don't get any more fake and phony trying to fake a live event if in fact they did this. I could only find one clip with Jen announcing that Trump is president. And this is how it ended.
out there, forces for good in this country, and that they are going to be getting to work.
Glad you're not my mom. That's how I thought she ended the speech, but they cut out one sentence that I found. By the way, you can literally not find where Jen announces Trump president anywhere. I even went to MSNBC website, and they have a highlight reel. It's called MSNBC Highlights of Election Day and Night, and they didn't bother to add the top one highlight when they announced Trump president. They left that highlight out. Here's the footage of Jen announcing. I'm not going to play the whole thing. She announces Trump president. I just want you to watch the end of it, the very end. It's 4:35 in the morning. They spent the entire night avoiding to call Trump president. And then all of a sudden, it's so important, she has to interrupt Boardman in a dramatic fashion.
Still a long way for her to go,
Steve Kornacki,
but they
I just
put...
have to jump. Steve Kornacki, I just have to jump in. And you've been predicting
Breaking.
this. We've been waiting for it. And we do have some breaking news from the decision desk. NBC News can now project that Donald Trump has...
It was so important at that moment that she had to dramatically interrupt him. It's ridiculous. This news outlet is ridiculous. They need to go extinct. Now, I'm only going to show you a minute, but she speaks for like 3, and they don't show her face. There's a reason why they don't show her face, because she's reading from a script. And it's possibly pre-recorded.
I wish I had better news for my daughter later this morning. I know Tim Miller and I were talking about this earlier when she and so many others wake up to this news. I wish I could have called her and told her that the first woman president had just been elected.
Her daughter's 9. She doesn't care. She just wants to go on her scooter. 9. What 9-year-old cares who the president is? It's Christmas and Tooth Fairies.
Imagine thinking you have to call your 9-year-old daughter to tell them, I'm sorry, Donald Trump won the presidency. Holy shit. This is amazing.
That's it.
I wish that. I won't be able to do that. But what I can do, what I can tell my daughter, and what I will tell my daughter, is that our roles as American citizens have never been more important than they are right now.
That's what you're going to tell her?
I can tell her that there are still lots of good forces out there, forces for good in
Why,
this
Mom?
country.
Is everything
and that
evil out
they
there?
are going to be getting to work. We have to sneak in a quick break. Okay, I'm going to come back to the table right now.
What was that? She's on the verge of a panic attack. Listen to her voice.
We have to sneak in a quick break. Okay, I'm going to come back to the table right now.
Quick break. And what happened to that quick break?
Work. We have to sneak in a quick break. Okay, I'm going to come back to the table right now. This is a lot to...
I don't know. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious that they pre-recorded it and threw it in there.
I don't think they pre-recorded it. I don't. But I can understand where he's coming from with that, but I don't think that they pre-recorded that one. So let me go back to it. Here we go.
And all of a sudden they're back. She's back at the desk. A fart in the wind.
We have to sneak in a
Okay,
quick
see ya.
break. Okay, I'm going to come back to the table right now. This is a lot to digest.
Okay, I've spent way too much time on that. Let's get down to the meltdown. All night they blamed everybody. Poor people for not voting. White girls who aren't educated, who don't have a college degree, don't vote. Most
They blame poor people. You poor bastards. It's all your fault. You poor bastards.
white women not have a college degree, but no, they're to blame. Latinos, I think, at one point. And now, guess what? Guess what they're going to blame this on now? That's right. Systemic racism. I don't know. I think his name's Anthony Coley.
Think about this moment we are in, though.
Of course, I just had to ask you that because I think that's people are going to that's going to come quick. People's digestion of the news.
So you said it best. We are at a moment where we're going to be digesting this for a while. The headwinds she faced.
Good
are
digestion.
real. Right? When I think about the right track, wrong track numbers, she couldn't overcome that. When I think about the economic anxiety that people around the country feel, she couldn't overcome that. But I also have a question about the role that race and gender played in these results. Here are the facts. If we would pull back.
Why is he talking? Epic movie voiceover guy. You guys remember that guy? In theaters. You know, like that guy? This summer, Eddie Murphy plays. You know, like, why is he talking like this?
Back to layers. She is a person of color. She is a she, and she is in an interracial marriage. And I wonder, I have this question mark in my mind over whether all of those things combined was too much for pockets of this country.
Can't she just suck?
And it is a stunning. This says more about who we are as a country and this moment that this overqualified African-American mixed race woman did not win this race. And she lost it to a man who is a felon who tried to overturn the will of voters in a free or fair election. You talked about the House. I think that is going to be the next line of defense.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm not.
Who is this man? I need to see what this. Who is this man? Chat, I need to know who this guy is. I need to see more of this guy. This guy is so fucking serious. Like, he's going for like Denzel level performance right here. He is all in. He's like, this is it right here. This is my moment right here. He is all in. I need to know his name.
Confident, though. I suspect and I hope that Hakeem Jeffries is elected by his peers to be the leader of Democrats. But they're going to have a conversation about this now. Right? Because he's a Democrat from New York. And this is what you were talking about in an earlier segment. Who is going to be the face of the resistance? I think it should still be Hakeem Jeffries. He's got the support from the largest caucus within the Democratic caucus, the Black caucus and the New York delegation. But Democrats are going to have a real conversation about who should be the face of the resistance over the next 4 years.
First of all, we've been friends for a long time, and I feel like you just captured a lot of people feel. So let me just say that.
No.
But I do think one thing I would disagree with you on. I didn't mean to sugarcoat that. I was very touched by what you just said. Is Hakeem Jeffries, I think will.
That's the reason, guys. America. It's because of the system. It's because of your racism. That's what it is. But Harris was overqualified. She's a woman. She's in an interrace relationship. A person of color, and you didn't vote for her. It had nothing to do with her intelligence.
I need to know who this guy is. I need that on thumbnails. I need all of this. He's going on some future thumbnails. He's angry. And the passion. Like, here, let's go back. Let's go back. I got to hear it again, man. It's just too good. It's too good.
Guess what? I don't know. I think
that's people are going to. That's going to come quick. People's digestion of the news.
So you said it best. We are at a moment where we're going to be digesting this for a while. The headwinds she faced.
Good
are
digestion.
real. right? When I think about the right track, wrong track numbers, she couldn't overcome that. When I think about the economic anxiety that people around the country feel, she couldn't overcome that. But I also have a question about the role that race and gender played in these results. Here are the facts. If we would pull back the layers, she is a person of color, she is a she, and she is in an interracial marriage. And I wonder, I have this question mark in my mind over whether all of those things combined was too much for pockets of this country.
Can't she just suck?
And it is a stunning, this says more about who we are as a country in this moment.
She is a she. She is a she? Really? Hold on. Are you kidding me? All this time, I didn't know that she was a she. Holy shit, breaking news.
That this overqualified African-American mixed race woman did not win this race. And she lost it to a man who is a felon.
They don't know what to say. There's this awkward pause because they're like, we're white. Are we allowed to talk right now?
She lost it to a man who is a felon, who tried to overturn the will of voters in a free or fair election. You talked about the House. I think that is going to be the next line of defense.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm not confident, though. I suspect and I hope that Hakeem Jeffries is elected by his peers to be the leader of Democrats. But they're going to have a conversation.
You know what this reminds me of right here? Hang on. This is what this guy reminds me of. Let me see. I think I can play this. Let me see. You guys are gonna love this. That's what this reminds me of right here. Hang on. Is this it right here? I got to be very careful about playing this. You guys remember this scene right here, right? Here we go. This scene right here is what, when that guy talks, it reminds me of this scene right here. Is this it?
No, you're not. You will not be taking our pod.
That's what he reminds me of.
Today, sir.
Well, are you making your voice deeper?
No, you are.
That's what he's doing right there.
You're imitating the God Man. It's weird. No, I'm not.
I can't play it anymore. I'll get hit, but that's what this guy's doing right here, man. Tell me I'm wrong. You know I'm not.
Race and gender played in these results. Here are the facts. If we would pull back the layers, she is a person of color, she is a she, and she is in an interracial marriage.
All right, I'm glad you guys told me about that. If we have that clip without the commentary, somebody please send that to me, because I really we could do some meme magic with that. She is a she. That needs to be a new emoji. Krista, are you watching? That has to be a new emoji. She is a she. Oh my gosh, that was glorious. Thank you guys for letting me know about that. Okay, where are we at? Crypto Crackhead with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Crypto Crackhead. I appreciate that. And to 5 more. That's 10 in total. Thank you. She is a she. Like, bro, calm down. It ain't that serious. Forest Through the Trees says, press pass Beardo. Convince him to move to DC. This could be his calling because he currently doesn't have one. That was good. That was good. Doug B with 20 says she is a she and he is a bee. Yes, he is, dude. Holy shit. Holy crap. You guys are way too quick on these memes, man. Holy shit. Over on Rumble, our peeps on Rumble. Marmillin says you won't silence us. Says the left, who basically every major corpo supports. These dumb fucks won't shut the fuck up ever, and that's the problem. Agreed. By the way, we have almost 500 people watching on Rumble. Hail to the Rumble chat. I just want to make it clear to everybody that watches us on Rumble. When I do criticize Rumble, it is never meant to be towards the people that support us over there. I appreciate each and every one of you. But I do feel like there's got to be, and we got to get some spam. We got a spammer over in the Rumble chat right now, mods. They already got it. Look at them. They've already got it. But yeah, it's never meant. I appreciate your support over there so much. But I think that things I feel soured with me and Rumble when I turned down that big sponsorship that they wanted me to take. And it was worded to me that if you take this sponsorship, that will open up more opportunities. And I just told them there's zero chance I can I'm not taking the sponsorship. I'm not taking a BetterHelp sponsorship. It was BetterHelp. I'm not being sponsored by BetterHelp. I'm not taking it. $5,000, whatever it was, for a couple of ad reads. I'm not taking a fucking BetterHelp sponsorship. I refuse. I cannot read that. I cannot sponsor BetterHelp to my audience. It's not happening. And the whole thing was, well, if you do this, then it opens up all these other opportunities. And I think that they probably looked at that as like, well, this guy's just not willing to play ball. No, I'm not. I'm not reading a Better fucking Help sponsorship. Fuck BetterHelp. They're bullshit, okay? BetterHelp is trash. It's a scam. And a ton of big-time creators are reading BetterHelp sponsorships. And the fact that BetterHelp was going to pay little old me $5,000 for a couple of ad reads, can you imagine what they're paying big-time creators? Holy shit. I am nothing compared to some of these people. And these people must be getting $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 ad reads if I'm getting $5,000. It's crazy. And if you need, just look up BetterHelp and all their scams. Look it up. So, anyway, we'll see. But that's where it kind of all started sour for me and them. V1 Patriot says, you're one of the new incarnations of Rush Limbaugh. R.I.P. Enough flattery. You're gay, and you've been muted for the last 5 minutes. I bought a membership, even though I keep getting gifties. Well, thank you, V1 Patriot. I appreciate it. No, I don't like compliments, which is why this chat is constantly shit-talking me. Cheap Guy says we'll read it for 4K. But thank you, I appreciate it. I am nowhere near Rush Limbaugh, never will be, but I appreciate the nice words. Hope says it's MAGA summer for the next 4 years. Cope and seethe. White boy summer, baby. So the next time one of your favorite creators reads a BetterHelp sponsorship, just understand they're getting fucking paid. And they've done no research on it whatsoever. They don't give a fuck. Star Wars and Stripe says, is that Dan Bask? LOL. Dan Cunningham says, scared of being arrested? That's a reason. Bork Pork says, remember when Bill Clinton told Reverend Jesse Jackson that he wanted to F Ariana Grande at Aretha Franklin's funeral? Old horn dog will never change. Did that happen? Luis C says, my motto is to be super cute. Quote DJ Cobra. Grant Potato says, we can't allow the Secretary of Treasury pick into office. He's a Soros stooge. B1 Patriot with that membership. Thank you. Dan Cunningham says, question, not a question. The sum of all fears. If I get time, I'll just watch it tonight. Yes to a Culver sponsorship. They don't have to pay me shit, man. Culver's doesn't need to give me anything. I will praise the greatness of Culver's all day, every day. Sword Saint says, Jimmy Dore vid on Matt Gates honeypot must watch. I'll check that out. I don't watch him typically, but I will watch that one. Flag Ninja says, what about the rights that the women and little girls in Afghanistan lost when the Biden-Harris administration threw them to the wolves? Exactly. Teresa Young. What's up, Teresa Young? Anna was assaulted by 2 homeless, and the media said, "How dare you say that about unhoused people? Get over it." Is that what happened to her? Jeez. Primark Vulcan says, "Tagged you again. My handle is Lord of the." Okay, let me see if I can find that now. Notifications. All right, I'm looking at my notifications now. See if I can find you. Oh my God. You guys are tagging me. When you guys know I'm looking, he's tagged me in some bullshit. I'm literally just going through my tags right now. What is this, Sophie? What the fuck is this? What is this, Sophie? I don't even know what the hell this is. You guys know I'm looking, and now it's just all this weird shit. I don't see yours. You can send it. You can send me a DM and I'll get it. But I don't see your tag on Twitter. I see a lot of random shit that I'm being tagged in now. Freaking Sophie. All right. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. All right, I'll keep my inbox open. So that's from ABF stream. And listen, you can't meme me. I'm not allowed to be memed on ABF stream unless he comes in here and drops 50 gift memberships. Okay, that's the rule. I didn't make it up. But that's the rule, ABF. You're not allowed to meme me on your stream unless you drop 50 gift memberships over here. That's what Sophie said, not me, by the way. Sophie said that. Laughing Man, shut the fuck up. You haven't DM'd me. Unless you're DMing me under some weird other name, because I get a lot. Okay. Blessing and curse, right? Jeremy's so nice. He leaves the DMs open. And if I don't respond, Jeremy doesn't respond to DMs. Like, fuck. Maybe Tim Pool had it right. David Pudd says, best voice for movie trailers. Hope says, you can show it. I DM'd you the original, no Photoshop. Xander says, with all of her powers combined, she is Captain Marvel. Ministry of Wrong Thing says, Asma made a great point. If the Dems actually thought America was racist and sexist, they never would have ran Kamala. All they care about is winning. That is true. Nullface says, when they make the movie for MSNBC, Black Guy's Life, they need to cast Dylan Mulvaney. Tactical Dish Soap, thank you for the new membership. That angry guy, thank you. Dan Cunningham says, being scared of Donald Trump, why? Grant Potato says, it is ma'am. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, wait, Kamala is a she who knew. John Papa Sergio says, that dude is a black Triple H. The hell is wrong with him? Ministry of Wrong Thing says, she was a she. Wait, she who was a she thought she were. And we let she off the hook. Doug B says, we already got better health. His name is RFK Jr. LFG. Zevin Cross says, that reminds me of the old aliens meme. Just take that news scene and put woman. LOL. Chris Swain says, Booker T about to hit you, sucker. Spin a Rooney for the working man. Shadow says, Jeremy doesn't like our super chats. I love your super chats. Somebody earlier was like, Jeremy, you're begging for money every day on the internet, and you say you don't want Rumble's money. Yes, I don't want Rumble's money. All right, got it. I got it now. Okay. So now I'll go to your account and I'll go to your replies. Oh, yeah, I've played this. I've played this one, but I'll play it again. Yeah, I've played this a few times. This is fantastic. Here we go.
When you said in that video that Ms. Leeds would not be your first choice, you were referring to her physical looks, correct?
Just the overall, I look at her, I see her, I hear what she says, whatever. You wouldn't be a choice of mine either, to be honest with you. I hope you're not insulted. I would not, under any circumstances, have any interest in you. I'm honest when I say it. I would not have any interest.
I love how they put her picture up. Here we go.
When you said in that video that Ms. Leeds would not be your first choice, you were referring to her physical looks, correct?
Just the overall, I look at her, I see her, I hear what she says, whatever. You wouldn't be a choice of mine either, to be honest with you. I hope you're not insulted. I would not, under any circumstances, have any interest in you. I'm honest when I say it. I would not have any interest.
Just the overall. What a disrespectful thing to say to a woman. Just the overall. Just the overall. Like no specific. Just the overall. She's just not attractive. Just the overall. Holy shit. Oh, I love it, man. I fucking love it. Trump's the best. He really is. All right, let's see where we're at. Getting tagged. Laughing man's yelling at me. All type of stuff going on, man. Just can't win around these parts. Ooh, okay, here we go. Right here. Check this out. Check this out. Here we go.
Well, look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail. Because there's a statute. It's Title 8 United States Code 1324 III. And what it says is, it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. It's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer. So if we don't want to help, that's fine. He can get the hell out of the way. But we're going to go do the job. President Trump has a mandate for American people. We got to secure this country. We got to save American lives. And I find it shocking that any mayor of a city would say, President Trump's been clear. We want to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats. I find it hard to believe that any mayor or governor would say they don't want public safety threats removed from their neighborhoods. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on in Denver, but we're going to go and we're going to fix it.
Bro, this dude ain't messing around. I love it so much. Let's listen to this opening part one more time. This is MAGA 2.0 right here, baby.
Well, look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail.
Yes, we are so back. This is the guy that's going to clean fucking house, baby. Clean house. That's the attitude that Trump needs from all of the people that are running his departments. That's the attitude. That is the standard. That's the MAGA standard. That's what the American people voted for. That's what we expect. That's what we demand right there. This man, Tom Homan, is awesome. Hell yes. That is fantastic to hear. So that just apparently, I don't know if that clip just dropped. I just saw it. So that was great. Now, Elon Musk has been going crazy with like a lot of his tweets and stuff. Some of the stuff he's been saying. So I'm just not sure what he's going to do with this whole MSNBC thing. But Elon has been tweeting a lot of stuff. He was also happy. He tweeted this because Doge actually was on the mainstream right here. Right. I can find it. Was it here? No, not there. Right here it is.
This can be really interesting how it works. Ready to clean house. Some already celebrating the DC outsiders to lead the Department of Government Efficiency. Elon Musk on X earlier today. I still can't believe Doge is real, but I think it's actually going to work.
It's going to work. This is crazy. Yes, the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, is real. It's real. Vivek and Elon are running it. They now have confirmed that they have reached out to Ron Paul, and Ron Paul is going to be assisting them with this. This is going to be a game changer. And every single government official is freaking out right now because I obviously don't know the answer or the specifics, but is it believable that up to 75 or 80% of all government jobs are irrelevant bullshit and can be eliminated and wiped off the floor? And then you just get more efficient people in these positions that can actually do the fucking job? Yes. I mean, Elon cut 80% of Twitter out. And I understand Twitter and the government, two different things, but in all reality, the government's probably worse off than what Twitter was. So yeah, this is a real thing. And all of the things that you're hearing from the media, from government officials, these are people that are scared to death of Elon Musk getting rid of their bullshit positions. So of course they're going to lash out. Of course they're going to say things. Of course they're going to create some type of controversy around it. And that's fine. Let them do it. But ultimately, you guys did this to yourselves. You allowed all this nonsense to happen. The government is completely out of control right now. And Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Vivek, and the rest of MAGA 2.0 are going to take care of it. And it's going to be glorious. What's up, DJ Scandalous? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. DJ Scandalous has been following me forever. Like ever. And your channel's crushing it, as always. What's up, Harley Dave? I see you, Harley. Doug B says, I DM'd you the Benny AJ clip on X. Noted. Let me see if I can check that out. Here, let's see. There. Okay, let's see. There's Doug B. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I have not seen this.
In closing, Alex, would you ever accept this position right here? Could this ever be a reality?
Look, Trump got elected because he's a maverick and because he doesn't like the establishment and because he's the underdog. It would be a great move to say, screw them. It would be the top, thing, and it would probably about 1 billion viewers a day if I was the press secretary, at least at first. So, yeah, I mean, I'd do it for a month. I know Don Jr. talked about it 6-8 months ago. But I think, it's more of a fun meme. But I really would love to troll the corporate media, explain to them how obsolete dinosaur they are. If Trump does more stuff like that, he's going to continue to win and dominate on the offense. If he tries to be the establishment, lets corporate media dictate, he just responds to them and lets them set the agenda by him responding to them, we're going to not do as well as we would. So yes, as a symbol of F you to the system, not just trolling, but to say the person you say that is as evil as Trump or even more evil, throw that back in their face and say, we celebrate those who you persecute, would further break their back and demoralize them, but would be more of a symbol that Trump absolutely doesn't give a damn about these pedophiles.
That's a great, great point that he's making. There's really only one guy. Like, Trump is the guy, but there's one guy that they probably have demonized even more than Trump, and that's Alex Jones. Now, Alex Jones doesn't have the reach that Trump has, so by default, Trump is more dangerous. But like their hatred of Alex Jones, it's at least, if it's not equal or a little more than Trump, it's second to Trump. So the only person that Trump could appoint that would make them even matter would be Alex Jones.
All satanic globalist.
What would be your first word to Jim Acosta?
I would just say, Jim, you are such a ridiculous clown, and I'm the circus master here, so I want to thank you for being here. I want to make sure you're here every day because you are just so nonsensical, and you're going to be a star here as the villain, and you are so self-important and so pathetic. And I would ask Brian Stelter to come out of retirement and be there as well. I mean, at a circus, you need a couple of little dwarves running around, little Humpty Dumpty creatures. But I would tell them they got to wear like nacho bowls on their heads and with queso, and they would have to come by. That's part of them. And I would get like a scoop of queso. They had to wear jester outfits too.
Dude, Alex Jones. I don't believe that I don't believe it will happen, but I pray that it happens more than anything in the world, even if it's only for 2 weeks, dude. Even if it's for 2 weeks, I will get more views on this channel doing reactions to Alex Jones as the White House press secretary than ever before. It will be the greatest TV we've ever seen. This is how someone needs to talk to Trump about this. Mr. Trump, President Trump, Donald, however you want to approach him. You are a trailblazer. You are a legend. You have broken records with ratings across the board for years and years and years. If you appoint Alex Jones as press secretary for at least 2 weeks to a month, this will be historic. It will get more ratings and more views than anything we've ever seen. Could you imagine the MSNBCs and the CNNs of the world having to ask Alex Jones questions about President Trump? Oh my God, it would be the greatest thing ever. Please, let's do it. Even if he's just like, maybe just once a week, let him come in there once a week. So I know that he's got his press secretary. Just let Alex Jones do it once a week at least for a month. It would be like, remember back in the day when we used to look forward to like Monday Night Raw? It would be an event. Alex Jones every Friday doing a doing the White House press secretary every Friday, at least for a month, would be the greatest 4 weeks ever, bro. Everybody would be looking forward to it. It would be like, let's talk about the weekly model versus the binge. That's how you could make the weekly model right there. Once a week, give me Alex Jones on Friday. The buildup would be incredible. Every channel would go live. There would be speculations. People would be going crazy. It'd be trending on Twitter. It'd be the greatest thing ever. It'd be the greatest thing ever. Please make this happen. So we'll see. Thank you for sharing that with me, Doug. I appreciate that. All right. Where are we at? We've got, let's see. Keenan says, what are your thoughts on the son Cooper on Landman? The first episode, I really wasn't sure. But yeah, Cooper's actually becoming one of the most important characters in the show so far. So I'm really liking Cooper in Landman, and overall, just Landman's just a hell of a show, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Kira says, please tell me there is a red laser eyes Homan meme in existence. If there's not, there will be soon. Doug B says, oh, I got that one. Jeremy the Cyborg. What's up, Jeremy the Cyborg? Hail the 199. Thank you, Jeremy the Cyborg. Larry says the Dems never focus on the candidate herself. She was so awful as a candidate, they won't say anything bad about Kamala. Trump beats women candidates. Zenny Biscuit says, my mom disliked Kamala so much. She liked Walz more. Don't know who she voted for. She's pretty much a normie, but she didn't like Kamala. Super Sentai guy says, I bet that's Kamala's O-face. Ellie Reen says, I'm late and gay to this stream. Patriotic Eagle becomes a new member. Thank you. Objectively a Cat says, until the Trump administration digs out the woke activists from the FTC and the SEC, we have accomplished nothing of lasting impact. And there's Crypto Crackhead with those 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Get Woke Go Broke says, fuck Obama. Hishago says, couldn't waste my member message. So hail to the snake pit, hail the 199, and hail to the fellowship. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Hope says she sells by the shore. That was very difficult. That angry guy says, damn it, she is a she. Dan Cunningham says Alex Jones plus Q plus Trump plus Putin plus Farage unstoppable. Hope says have Alex be sub press secretary so they never know when. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Bastard Luigi says next question. Yes, Goblin in the back. Okay, so here we are. DeBrew that do says I've never heard of BetterHelp ad read on Rumble. Maybe Chris isn't a fan of the gays. You've never heard? There's had to be some, but maybe not. I don't know. Jose says Anna from the Turks changed her mind when she was walking her dog, and a homeless dude pulled his pants down and tried to put it in her when she was packing up the dog's poop in L.A. That was it. Okay. True Mr. Gentleman says, I agree. Are you going to take your bad takes back from the last stream? And by that, I mean Die Hard and Batman Returns are Christmas movies, of course. Yeah, I don't. My rule on Christmas movies is that Christmas has to be the central focus. So like, Muppets Christmas Carol, Home Alone, The Santa Claus, Jingle All the Way. They're central themes, not background themes. So, but if people look, it's a very unpopular take for me to say that I don't think Die Hard's a Christmas movie because fucking everybody thinks it's a Christmas movie. So who gives a shit what I think? It's like 99% of the internet considers it a Christmas movie. So go for it. The brew that do says they realize they can't just outlast them anymore. Vault 95 says for the Rumble peeps, be sure to go smash the like button to help Jeremy's Rumble algorithm because when you open the mobile, the chat immediately covers up the like button. There you go. Johnny the Whiz Kid says, good to see you, Jeremy. I was sick all weekend. Sinuses, you know how it is. My birthday was yesterday, and I'm still recovering. Started watching Lord of the Rings and finished the first movie. I like it. Oh, it's great. Greatest movies ever made. Mod Eric says, check Cobra DM for the first 2 on YouTube. Vault 95 says, if Jeremy wasn't gay, he wouldn't be late, and that would be inconsistent. Over on Locals, before I get yelled at, Just G says, watch Some of All Fears on Locals. I need background noise. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen that one. Let me check these DMs, what he's talking about really quickly. Because, yeah, so that first stream, I'm still not sure what happened. That was really weird that my first stream did not start. CobraCast DMs right here. Okay, so we got, so Rabid says, dildo chode bro. I'm glad I read that one. And, of course, those 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. I appreciate that. What is Hailstorm? Okay. Can I play that, Hailstorm? All right, I'm going to play it. You know what? We're playing it. We're playing it. I don't even care. Here we go.
How can you fight like that? Not even my Biden blast was enough to destroy her. It makes me angry just thinking about it. But perhaps it is my anger that's made me blind to the truth for so long. I see it now. This day has made it all too clear. You're better than me, Dawn. You're the best.
I will unburden you by what has been.
The time for empty talk is over. Now arrives the hour of action. Give me your vote. Do not allow anyone to tell you that it cannot be done. No challenge can match the heart and fight and spirit of America. We will not fail. Our country will thrive and prosper again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Well, she couldn't do it.
That is amazing. And yes, tweeted Tone, I have seen some Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball. I want to say Dragon Ball Super. No, Kai. It was Kai. I watched Dragon Ball Kai, and I watched Dragon Ball. Is it the one with the movie that just came out recently? Superhero? Is that what it is? I watched that one. That was really good. Then yeah, Trump's hair at the end. Look at that. Look at Trump's hair at the end. That's amazing. Let me see. Yeah, you ask Krista, because Krista, who is a big Dragon Ball fan, she was the one that recommended which ones I watched. So, because she knows all about Dragon Ball. All right. We're at 2.5 hours. It doesn't feel like it. I'm having too much fun, and I don't want to stop right now. Again, I do want to bring something up. If you have not, you need to be watching this show. And also, if you have not joined Criticless, you need to be doing that. Criticless is awesome. And we have a Geeks and Gamers discussion group over there. Are we at 500 members yet? Let's see if we're at 500 members yet. 479. We need 21 more members to hit 500. I think we can do it. Okay. I think we can do it. With your help, we can do it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. But yeah, so essentially it's a Rotten Tomatoes alternative, but it's better. It's almost like, it's like our version of Letterboxd. Okay. Essentially it. So I hope you guys will check it out over there. And like I said, go watch Landman. That's the best show on TV right now, in my opinion. I love it. Warbreer says, you didn't read my member chat. I didn't see your member chat. I don't see one from you. Just say it in the chat again, Warbreer. Fantastic Miss Knox says, if Kamala is a she, is Mikey a he? DJ Nutsack says, Landman was good till they did the closing of the valves at the wellhead catching fire, making us oil and gas workers look like a bunch of beardos. Deb H, new member, thank you. Shadow Sand says, when are you going to prank Beardo and say he's late for daily? Holidays, man. Everybody's traveling right now. So Richard says Landman is the best. Hope says Dragon Ball Kai cut the violence and filler eps. Maito with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Maito. Warbreer, what you got? I'm just going to read the regular chat. How about that? Okay, how about that? Is that going to work for everybody? Dune Show ain't bad, but it's like they copied the foundation, just like the books did. Warburg says, I forgot. You forgot? Well, it must not have been that important. Must not have been that important. Come on, man. Let me see. Muted. I'm not muted. And we're way too far into the stream for you to pull that one on me, okay? So, let's see here. Home Alone had nothing to do with Christmas. Okay. If that's the argument we want to go with. And I've heard people that want to convince me that Die Hard's a Christmas movie and say Home Alone's not a Christmas movie for the same reasons. That is a fucking retarded take. So, that's such an insane take that it's like, you don't need to, like, if you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to use other real Christmas movies to justify it if you truly believe it. That just kind of shows like how weak the argument is when you're saying, well, if you don't think Die Hard is, well, Home Alone's not. Like, okay, I guess the Santa Claus isn't either. I guess Muppets Christmas Carol is not a Christmas movie either. So yeah. It's true. Home Alone could have happened on any holiday. Hell, he didn't need the holiday setting. That's the whole point, though. That's the point. The entire point is for his family to return on Christmas Day. The entire thing is about Christmas. Christmas is the central setting of the entire film. It's the central setting. It's not a backdrop. It's the central setting. And let's see. All right, where are we at? No more of that. Okay, I got the 5 gifted memberships. Muppets Christmas is the best version. Oh, 100% agree with that. Muppets Christmas Carol is goated, and Sir Michael Caine is in it. But yeah, Muppets Christmas Carol is the best version of Christmas Carol. By the way, the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol is horrible. I hate it. I despise that movie. I think it's the worst movie. I can't stand that Jim Carrey version. So I reject that one. Let me see here. I actually like the Mickey one. What's up, Rasmussen in the chat? Yeah, the Mickey one's good actually too. The Mickey one's good. There's a ton of good Christmas Carol ones, man. But I just love the Muppets Christmas Carol. It just has so much heart, and those all those old school Muppets movies just have such heart and soul with the practical effects and everything like that. They just have so much. It feels so much better than the AI fest that we're on now. I love the Muppets stuff. And the fact that they're getting rid of the Muppets 3D vision at Walt Disney World right now, killing me, man. Killing me. Dan Cunningham says, rooting for Putin. Putin went into Ukraine because he thought America was lost in 2020, my opinion. Hope says, Dragon Ball is heavily censored outside of the OG DVDs. Yeah, I know that Dragon Ball Kai did cut some corners and everything like that and took a lot of the filler episodes out. That was what I was told. She told me that when she wanted me to watch it. So last 3 or 4 years, my favorite movie is Bill Murray's Scrooged. Let me see. You're killing me, Smalls. Bad Santa, another Billy Bob Thornton movie. The Jim Carrey one has its moments. Yeah, I just I don't know. Laughing Man says, Jeremy's so focused on his Muppets that he won't read my XDM I've sent from a recently created account. All right, I'm going in there right now to fucking look. I'm going right in there to look. Okay? I see nothing. All right? I don't want to say who all. I'm looking at, I'm not going to share my inbox of message requests, but like, I see you, Zach. Zach sent me a message. Okay. Primark Vulcan. Obviously you sent me that one. I see a lot of accounts, but you're not specifying who you are. So I can't tell. I think you're just trolling me. You think he's trolling me? Is that even the real Laughing Man? I don't even know. Unless you send a $500 super chat, I can't even confirm you're the real laughing man. You know? So maybe you're not even the real laughing man in my chat. And I'm not trying to grift. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to understand. Like, I want to make sure that you're the real laughing man. So in order for me to confirm that, I might, just send a $500 super chat. And I'm like, oh, that's Laughing Man. That's who that is. Okay. Yeah, it's the real Laughing Man. Captain Cook says it's not the real Laughing Man until Jeremy bans him again. So this is a funny story. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm having fun with Laughing Man, but something just hit my news feed thanks to the quartering. Boys, it's over. Can we get thoughts and prayers in the chat for Ryan Kennel? You didn't read the last 500 election day. God damn it, Laughing Man. Can we get thoughts and prayers for Ryan Kennel? It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Where did it go? Hang on. It's over. Ryan's girl has been broken. Donald Trump broke Brie Larson. It's over. Ryan, your girl is gone. Damn, Ryan. Oof. What happened? Oh, man, that's rough. Consider Trump totally owned. How do you connect this with Trump? Well, if you know anything about Brie Larson, she is a leftist psychopath. Also, leftist women have decided to own Trump, and Trump supporters, they're going to make themselves uglier. It's over. Ryan, I'm sorry, buddy. You guys had a good run. You guys were going to make a great couple. But now it seems like things are not going to work out for you guys. And I'm really sorry about that. I thought that there were going to be great things for Ryan and her in the future, but that's just not the case. Not the case at all. Here we go right here. So this is what I'm talking about. I just saw this on my newsfeed. This is why people are saying this is a Trump thing.
What do you make of this 4B movement? The women that are shaving their heads, the women that are, quote, withholding sex, the women that are threatening to divorce their husbands and stockpiling abortion pills. What's your comment on that? Because that's like my favorite topic now.
It's your favorite topic. Okay, you're scaring me now, Sean.
It's my favorite topic because
I have the volume is terrible. I know. It's as loud as I can make it.
nuts.
They are. They're psychotic, frankly. But they're not real women in that way, in my mind, I guess. They're not desirable women. I guess I'm going to try to speak for most red-blooded American men like yourself. At the end of the day, I do think, and I'm not trying to be mean or insensitive, but I do think the Trump derangement syndrome has just gone off the cliff here. And there is something wrong upstairs in my mind for so many of these women who are reacting that way. And the scary thing is that I think a lot of them are smart, educated women who are choosing to believe these things. And that's why the Democrats have pushed it for so long, though, because it has proven to work. This is the first time, though, to the shock and dismay of the left, that it hasn't worked. And I look at some of the demographics from this past election, which is 3 weeks ago yesterday, hard to believe. I mean, 18 to 24-year-old women. I mean, didn't Trump win that demographic? So really, people have begun, sane women have begun to do their homework and not just go for the low-hanging fruit that the left throws out there.
And yeah, I mean, she's absolutely right for those that did hear it. But I mean, these people they're unhinged, they're psychotic, and I personally love watching their meltdowns happen. So Sage Steele is like, she's a lot older than you would think. How old is Sage Steele? Sage Steele is isn't she? She's like in her 50s, right? Yeah, she's in her 50s. That is shocking that she's in her 50s. She does not look it at all. 85? Hey, she looks good for 85. And because Laughing Man's yelling at me, I'm actually, I have pulled up the election day super chats. Election day super chats. Holy shit. Okay, so I have read every big super chat from election day. Okay? But if you guys want, I can read some more. But every big super chat is crossed off the list, including Laughing Man. So Laughing Man is being very mean to me. He's being very mean to me and saying that I didn't read his big super chats when I did. I read all the big super chats from you, Harley. Now I got a ton of other ones. So like Scott Hayden for 20. I've been watching all day from Melbourne, Australia. Go Trump 2024. We are the 199. Blowing Up Deluxe. Return of the Jedi. Return of the MAGA King. Joe Biden says, Hail God Emperor Trump. Mr. Blue Sky says, remember the 5th of November. Jedi Shredder says, Will Ferrell is hunting down Gary as we speak. Please be safe, Gary. Is that Wicked? For 20, says Trump wins 100% chance of snowflakes. Mar Millen for 20 turned into some fun. Instead, I get a 5-minute verbal fellatio on the biggest fig on YouTube. And ROP probably rings of power. I don't know. RIP says Jeremy from Ecuador. I've followed you since day one. Sad you turned gay, but to each his own. Go Trump. Gen X Cynic says thanks Jeremy Prime for bringing all of us together to support and celebrate this historic event. All hail the 199, hail the Snake Pit, hail the return of the MAGA King. Let's go. Z Herb says this man took a bullet, lived and won in a Trump slide. Fight, fight, fight. Harley Dave says, Father, talk about the squirrel. There's a Harley Dave $20 super chat right there. Pre-Dawn Corp says Mark Hamill must be going through all of his previous roles simultaneously right now. LFG. Harley Dave for 20. Brother, you trolled us. You fucked with us, but none of us knew that you were serious. Thank you, Jeremy. No hobo. If we only knew you were such a fig. Extra Pretty Lady for $20. The best TV clips and mean tweets are ahead. Hang on it. 4 years of winning ahead. America saved itself and the world from the global neocons. God bless Trump 47 and our future or our fatter future wallets. Hail the 199. Look at that. Can we get a wellness check on Ryan? He's Ryan's going through it right now, man. Poor guy. Shadow Sand says you want brutal, read the Dragon Ball Z manga. Kyle says you should check out the animated film Claws from 2019. It was surprisingly good. Durag Bob Iger says Brie looks like a future ex-Disney CEO. Lindsay says I bet STDs drop dramatically. Dan Cunningham says Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Happy Christmas. Grand Potato says can we get a wellness check on Ryan? Poor guy. He's struggling with it right now, man. I am catching up on some super chats from let's see. Beardo read the super chats. You didn't. Jeremy didn't read my first ever super chat on election day. Beardo read it. Holy fuck. Can't win around here, man. I can't win. Extra Pretty Lady says the best TV clips and mean tweets are ahead. Hang on it. 4 years of winning. Oh, I got that one earlier. David says congratulations from Prague, Czech Republic. I hope this victory will inspire citizens in politically troubled, struggling Europe to rid themselves of liars and advocates of false ideologies. God bless America. Pitland says, Jeremy and the rest of you wonderful people, thank you for keeping me steady and hopeful when everything looked bad and you did a finer thing than keeping the fight going. God bless all of you and thank you so much. Sulla Felix for 20. Congratulations from Australia. Return of the MAGA King saves all of Western civilization. Do you know of any place in the U.S. that distributes the MAGA hats to Australia specifically? Dark MAGA hat. Godspeed. I mean, I don't know if you've looked at the official Trump store and if they do that or not. But if not, I would check Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime has MAGA hats. I don't know if they have the official MAGA hat, but they do have them. Let me see. Let me go back up here. Now we have Jimmy Eagle for 10 says, I read Philly turnout is down at 45%. That's real bad for Heels Up Harris. Mike Zero Source says, Jeremy taught Tim Walz how to ride a seatless unicycle. Emerald Eyes Mary N says, voted for Trump for a third time this morning in Alabama. The line was longer than I've ever seen. Asked a worker if they'd ever seen anything like this in the morning, and he said no. Good sign, I hope. It's actually nice to go back and relive this stuff, reading these super chats. It's actually kind of cool. Do Guy says, Dim 30 years, talked about moving in 2016, Libtears, abstained 2020, figured Trump had it. Been all in the last 2 years, got a decent number of people to vote for Trump at work this time. Last 4 years woke me up. That's what's up right there. Let's see. Daniel's Corner says, I doubt official hats can be bought internationally due to campaign finance laws. That makes sense. River Miles says, Savvy's feet, Dan's thumbs, what a panel. Grandmaster Chris says, just voted from Tennessee. Yes, it's so crazy right now. Most incredibly, it's your girl, be your boy, Young. You ready? From Jeremy's favorite artist, Beyonce, Trump 2024. Let's freaking go. I don't know how to say this name, but it's for 10. It says, I want to ask Kamala voters, how much food can you buy with abortions? Damn good question. Play the high note says, Hulk Hogan swung the election, brother. Izilo 2916 says, just wrapped up canvassing my area to bring out every Republican vote possible, hoping for the best and keeping the Congress seats we have also. Love the content. Keep up the great work. You guys, this is great, actually. I kind of want to go through every fucking super chat on this whole stream again. I won't be able to do it on this stream, but maybe we just set aside a specific stream and I reread every fucking super chat, because it's actually nice to go back through these. Retro Meister says, evil never sleeps, so we shouldn't tonight to make sure we don't get another big fat F in the morning like in 2020. MAGA 2024, justice for Peanut and Fred. Locke says, my neighbor in a Kamala shirt brought me chocolate chip cookies. In the background, Ryan was cursing about the polls. Everybody says they're probably poison. Hail the 199. UGO Casual says, hey all to everyone, sans Jeremy, who regularly abuses by mispronouncing my name. It's nuts that Trump first ran when I was a teen and now again when I'm an adult. Hail the 199, Trump and MAGA. JTM McFever says, hail the fellowship, hail Savvy to her autism. Love you guys. Let's effing go. Gabba Dabba Doo says, Medicare has 41,000 live viewers right now. Hail Jim. Hail Jim. Jeff Hill says, I just got home and I missed a lot of what's going on. How much cheating has there been? Not as much as we thought, but that's because the RNC stepped up and did it. Patrick Del Toro, hey everyone, I'm 28, just started following politics more closely in 2019-2020. When's the last landslide victory in a presidential election? When's the last landslide prior to Trump? You could probably go Barack Obama in his first one was probably considered a landslide, and then back to Reagan. The Mitt Romney one was probably a landslide too, but Reagan was a legitimate landslide, like absolute landslide beyond belief. But that first Barack Obama one was pretty big too. Let me see. Where are we at? 4 knots to nowhere. For 10 says, wasn't Ryan a Navy nuke? Furry should be in his wheelhouse. Yeah, Reagan won 49 states. The only state that he lost was Minnesota. That's the only state. Insane. Spy721 says, voted for Trump here in Portland, Oregon. Jeremy is gay with Vask. Ryan is short. Gary is the best of the Witcher. Love you all. Savvy isn't that weird. She's less weird than Portland women, barely. Zeltroid says, 30 years of my life in Cali, and me and my wife are fortifying Texas. Gary is right. This is very common among the people I talk to. Zeltroid, what's up, brother? Panda Thought says, Florida Amendment 4 fails. Yay for babies allowed to live. Jonathan Bordeaux says, breaking news, the new Nintendo Switch successor is going to be backwards compatible in the original Switch. By far the biggest news today. Celebrity Jeremy says, here's a reward for being #1 in the world. Man, I don't think we'll finish the month #1, but we'll be top 5 this month. So, Sullybox says, you had a small chance to be on Crowder or Loomer. I don't give a shit. I don't want to be on Crowder. That's the whole thing. I don't want to be on Crowder. Doesn't matter to me. But if I cross paths with people, that's one thing. But I don't want to be on Steven Crowder's show. Captain YOLO says, this legit is the best stream to watch tonight. Keep up the good work, D-Day Cobra and company. Dr. Daisuke says, best of luck tonight. The West needs a MAGA win. Dan Gay, Beardo, Small PP. Jeremy sits down when he wee-wees. Jeffrey says, everyone on the Trump side had Ohio as safe in his column, so we're focused on attention of more obvious swing states. Looks like they've taken advantage of our complacency. Sneaky. Not too bad, though. Richard Winter says, let's go Snake Pit 199 polls closed in South Dakota in 5 minutes. Anthony for 10 says, VA is going to decide this. VA is going red. Bradman says, the Electoral College is to prevent the people from electing a dictator, not to prevent it from votes from taking over rural votes. Sent the message to Gary if it isn't read tonight. Philip Chan says, I'm glad we got a fellow cat dog eater representation on the panel. The horror host says, as someone who lives in North Carolina, I did my part. Jeff up north for $9.99 says, hail to the tater watching out there. Let's see. Dread Legion says, hello, D-Day Cobra. Hope you're doing well. I just got on a stream and was wondering who was winning. That would be Donald J. Trump. Let me catch up on tonight's super chats. 8 o'clock says, I never heard you read my $100 messages. Also accidentally super chatted Kirsha election night. Don't super chat and drink. Which one? On election night? I'll check. Harley Dave says, Ryan prefers women who look like boys. GTE says, everything that we've seen had to happen. Trump knew that if he ran for office again, the media would attack him. This made everyone aware of how corrupt the media is. Now he is president-elect with the people on his side. Absolutely. Valiant Renegade says, don't want to be on Crowder, want to be on with me. I'd love to do an interview or do a Jeremy interview show. Yeah, I'll go on Valiant Renegade show. I'd much rather go on Valiant Renegade than Steven fucking Crowder. Lapco says, Jeremy just wanted to take a moment to say boomer sooner. Big. Chris Swain says, one abortion is worth 1 rack of baby back ribs. Dan Cunningham says, abstaining from sex before marriage as punishment is funny. Welcome to morality. And back to Super Chat Square Up. Yave says, Jared Gay, we did it. Told you we flipped Orange County in Orlando. We won the district representative in 2028. We will turn it completely red. MAGA wave is real. Predneski for $13.99 says, breaking news, Sydney Sweeney has voted for Donald Trump. Gerald Armstrong says, I live in Century County. They better not screw up my vote. Commander Lost Jayhawk says, the Electoral College is amazing. Fuck Beardo. Hail Dan Vask on a steel horse. I ride. This is still making me shit my pants. I've had 2 hurricanes hit me, so I don't want any more. Justice for Peanut. Brie Larson says, Nate Silver updates his odds in favor of Kamala. Free the feet. Martin Kohler says, been a hell of a night so far. Kevin Cron says, it looks like bragging rights is coming back. Trump 47th. Here we go. Mifoon For 10 says, watching from Australia, we have something like the Electoral College. A great show, by the way. Could you please show the Young Turks reaction? Geeks and Gamers highlights says, hail the IDOTs of the realm of the 199. Blessing upon all of you. Took my whole family to vote today. Popular vote will be a mandate. Trump 2024. Commander Lost Jayhawk says, will there be a super chat square up? Beardo is still gay. I'm freaking out about this. What the fuck is happening? Dan Vasquez is still the best. And then I'm going to leave off there, and then I'm going to go back and start reading all of these big super chats over again, since they're all mad at me too. Can't keep everybody happy, can I? It's just always getting yelled at. My whole chat hates me. Here's 8 o'clock's $100 right here. I found it. Joy Reid called the assassination attempt on July 13th staged. Love to see her seethe. I got you, 8 o'clock. $100. $100. Dude, this is a crazy, crazy night. What? This is insane. Landschneck's Zackass says Spartacus had everything taken from him, and yet with everything against him, he rose to greatness. Though he died in the end along with his soldiers, he still won because he died as a free man along with his soldiers. Loud and proud, we are MAGA. Brock for a proper 199 says, voted for Trump this morning. I haven't seen my poll location so packed at 7 a.m. Hail the 199. Magnum Norse says, MAGA Rogan. Dave Chandler for $100. No matter what happens, thank you, President Trump. Thank you, Elon, RFK, Tulsi, JD, and many more. Thank you, Jeremy, Krista, Geeks and Gamers, and the 199. God bless America. Trump slide 2024. Brian Doyle for 50. Says, for all the hard work you put in to get us to this day, well done, my brother. Hail the 199. Hail Donald Trump. And we take this some bitch back tonight. Also, you were great as the villain in Black Lightning, LOL. Munchie Ninja for a proper 199. I just want to say that no matter what happens, I don't regret this journey at all. Started watching since the shit show known as The Last Jedi and have been lurking a fan ever since. Would 100% do it again. Let's go win this fucking thing, Trump 2024. It's actually fucking cool to read these again, man. It really is. Samuel B. voted for Trump this morning in Texas. Let's do this thing. John McKinley says, hail Jeremy, who is definitely not a homosexual man. Real talk, though. Thanks for all you do and Geeks and Gamers do. Keep up the good work. Good fight. And boys and girls, hail the 199. Hail the fellowship. MAGA 2024 LFG. MXE 1012. Red Michigan standing by. This is my first super chat, and I just want to say thank you, not only you, but the 199 and everyone in the fellowship for keeping us sane these past 4 years. This train has no brakes. MAGA forever. God bless Donald Trump and the USA. Brad Man says, last month, we got 57 new GOP voters registered here in Buffalo, New York. The Bills won on Sunday, and now it's time to avenge a squirrel. If we couldn't turn New York red, I at least hope we set it to be purple in 2028. Now to kick back and listen to a fig. I would say New York was more in play than Texas, shockingly enough, if you can believe that. New York was more in play for Trump than Texas was for Harris. That's what I was saying. Breaking, Joe Rogan has endorsed Donald Trump. What? Chevy 89 says, Jeremy, combat veteran here in Massachusetts. Oh, you know what? I got reminded of something. The reason I say this because, well, Chevy just sent us is I got to look it up. Give me a minute. I'm glad that that just triggered me to thinking about this. Let's see here. Where is it? It's an email. I've got to pull this email up. Come on. Right. Somebody had an issue with a super chat. William Cap. Is William Cap in the chat? Mods, is William Cap, K-A-P-P, in the chat? If he is, I need to know. Because I did get your email and I got your message. He's not here. He is not. Damn it. Okay. I've got to follow up with him, but so William Cap, and I thought that there was something off about this. He sent a $400 super chat. and apparently he only meant to send 4. And I want to make sure that I get his proper information, and I'm sent. And normally it's not, just to be clear, like if there is a super chat issue, like that's not really anything I can directly handle. But based on what he told me in the email, I just want to send him the money back. Because it seems like it put him in a really tough spot. And I hate that I heard that. I hate that. So, so yeah, I will PayPal this back to you. It's going to take you weeks to get this shit with the bank and all of that, man. So, if I can get his PayPal information, I want to confirm everything. I'll send it to him, but I don't know how that works on that. 1992 Space Movie says Jeremy is sending back his super chat. No, I feel really bad because I got the message last night, and I remember when it came in, and like I don't want to set a precedent of being like every time somebody's like, Jeremy, send me my money back, but like I genuinely know that was not it. I hate to hear that he's been put in a bad spot on that. You know what I mean? So Valiant Renegade. Proper 199. Well, I guess I had to do it. My first ever proper 199 super chat deserved. Happy Thanksgiving 199. Y'all did it for America in 2024. My family and I thank you all. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Valiant. And it was awesome having you on this stream. And you're a good dude, man. You're a good dude. So hail Valiant Renegade. Looks like we're going to do an interview on his channel. Eric K says, I did not mean to ever send any super chat. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'll give you the extended cut.
Should I do it?
Do not come.
Come on, baby. Come on. I'm going to do it.
Do not come.
I'm going to come. Beautiful white paint. It's coming down at 10,000 miles an hour. It's coming down at levels of speed that nobody ever even conceived of. Where it's rough, but it's coming, and now it's turned around. It turns around, and it's coming, and it's going to, I said, oh, because you see at that bottom, this section right here, that sucker's, oh.
I miss his stories about Elon's rocket, man. It's such a good story. It's so retarded. Grand Potato says, I'll give you my info if you're giving out money. William, I know it was a mistake. And like I said, it's just, I want to make sure we do right by him. So Eric K or Cam Man or Jessica, anybody, if you guys do have a way to find out, like, I just want to confirm things with him. So, but anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get that straightened out. Okay. Dominion Zephon says, play Titanfall 2, you fig. I love me some Titanfall 2. Lying Dogface Pony says, CobraCast leaves no chat left behind. Hail the 199. Eric K says, I did not mean to ever send you any super chats. God, now we're like on the super chat refund gimmick now. Let's see. Severian says, what are you talking about? Jeremy Ryan's gay. He's down to clown with Brian Lars. All right, back to what triggered that is Chevy says, Jeremy, combat vet here in Massachusetts, and let me tell you, there are a lot of Trump supporters, more than I've ever seen, voted for Donald J. Trump unapologetically. Let's fucking go. JRG says the RNC chair, Watley, basically put the Dems on blast on live TV. No cheating this time. Former RNC chair Ronna McDaniel, I believe to this day, sabotaged Trump in 2020. And a weak RNC gave the Dems a lawfare opening. 2020 is not 2024. Voted for Trump. Hell yeah. Meme TV says 8 years of work all pays off today as we elect the greatest administration in U.S. history with all the hard work. Thank you, Jeremy, and the 199 for helping to spread the memes, keep the faith, and fighting for Trump. Let's fucking go. Z-Herb says, not an American, but wishing you all the best. Let's go for a MAGA victory. Trump will single-handedly save the world with his 8-foot height, ripped body, and superpowers. Ripped body, superpowers? You mean Donald J. Trump? You mean this guy right here?
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Macho, macho man, yeah. Shadow says, Jeremy never reads my super chats and he won't give me my money back. Larry says, Bull TV series had Titanfall 2 turning in the story. Really? Well, that's awesome. Let's see. Blockish Owl on Streamlabs says, CommieTube not letting me super chat, but I voted last week in Michigan. Let's get our boy back in office. Trump 2024 LFG. That's for 50. Not that alt-right guy. Says, as a Mississippi State native, raised 1 hour from Tuscaloosa and MSU graduate, I gotta say, go to hell, Bama, but I respect where it's due. You and Krista and the team have done great work. Hope to shake all of y'all's hands one day at a meetup. Hail the 199 LFG. Thank you. Star Wars and Stripes for 50. My penis hurts for 50. I just have an offering, aka my vote to God Emperor Trump. Let's go. Piano Dean says, I once saw a squirrel crossing the street and thought, what if this squirrel were an artificially engineered goth human with scissors with hands who constantly is trying to fail to assimilate into civil society? You just never know. R.I.P. Peanut. Dom H says, today is the big day. Nervous and excited. Trump 2024. Let's go. Love that MAGA blue hat. Jeremy the Cyborg for a proper 199 says, let's go 199 Trump 2024. The Squid says, this isn't just about Trump. If you're in a state that allows you to vote for sheriff, DA, and judges, pay attention and vote the right ones in. Too many corrupt judges and DAs around the country have been running sham trials. Very well said. Richard Miller says, let's go Duval County and vote Trump in. David Chandler says, Beardo, have a 50 for all the grief chat puts you on every day. Savvy, you should wear red more often. It suits you. Mark of Reality for $200. Says, I remember the Trump Elon conversation on X, 1 billion hits. I was talking to my brother, the pilot, last night, and according to him, there are Trump MAGA supporters all over the world, from Japan to Britain. Electing Trump not only saves America, but in many opinions, the world. I agree completely with that. Big time agree. Zanaximus for a proper 199 says, think we'll cure cancer before we cure TDS. Still sad that man had to get shot at and handle it like a badass before some people even open their eyes, but it is what it is, I guess. Hail the 199. Thank you, Zanaximus. Doug B says, Kentucky baby, MAGA. Who is this? Here's a chat right here from, how much is this? I can't read this. The guy's name starts with an L. Laughing Man. Do you guys know how much Laughing Man sent on this election day stream? Laughing Man. Can you guys know how much this was for? Spoilers, he said nothing. He said nothing.
And this is how much it was. $500 donation! You know what he says? Nothing. Drops $500 on the table. Looks over at everybody at the poker table. Dropped it on there. Moonwalked right out of the saloon, double doors. Didn't say anything. Spurs on his boots. Couple holstered handguns. Cowboy hat. Thick mustache. Dropped the money on the table, looked at everybody square in their eye, and just moonwalked right out of the saloon, double doors. Didn't say shit. Didn't say anything. There's no message there. Didn't say jack shit. And you have to be a cocky son of a bitch. First and foremost, that's not cheap. You got to be a cocky son of a bitch to drop $500 and just bounce the fuck out of there and don't say nothing. I respect that.
You see there, Laughing Man, we got around to your super chat, and you got the clip. Isn't that nice? Harley Dave with a 50 says number one gay. Isn't that nice? We have a nice chat. Samuel B for a proper 199 says, let's go Texas. I have never been prouder to be a Texan than right now. Trump 2024, baby. Let's go. Godly Wolf says, I'm proud to be in Red State, Mississippi resident. I moved here from California because I couldn't stand the way Democrats ruin the economy and made it to where middle-class residents can only ever just scrape by. I voted Trump all the way. Let's freaking go. Edward Coleman says, my daughter just turned 18. This was her first time voting for me, or voting. Me and her both voted Trump. Unfortunately, I found out my dead wife voted for Kamala Harris. I thought I would feel no more pain from her death. Damn you, Democrats. Son of a bitch. Legalize adulthood for $100. 10,000 watching D-Day Cobra. 262 watching Jesse Kelly, conservative radio show host. Let's fucking go. 8 o'clock for, I got that one. That was earlier. Delta Entertainment Linko Kenobi for 50 says, hell yeah. If this is over, we need to play Black Ops 6. Let's fucking go. Trump 2024 199 MAGA. Yeah, baby. Not tonight. Magnum Norse for 100 says, Gary is a meathead. Jeremy is a fig. Dan Vask eats punani for money. And Donald J. Trump is president. Hell yeah. Christmas loving engineer says, God bless Texas and God bless Florida on turning down props 3 and 4. What blows my mind is that I know a girl from college who became a U.S. citizen from Venezuela who is a major Kamala supporter. Insane. You know what? Laughing Man's not going to be here, and then he's going to pretend that I didn't address his super chat and play his clip. That's what's going to happen. Mo Zamboni for 50. Win, lose, or draw, please drop some respect for the biggest up-and-comers in the business. For the homies, starring Phantom X, MMA Crease King, the big dog Jake. They deserve some love for sure. Drop some likes on them and catch them on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Look at Mo Zamboni. That's what's up, man. Z-Herb says, for the return of the MAGA King, keep hope, hold the line. Fight, fight, fight. Go 199. GPSI for 100. Didn't realize Mike and Beardo were Haitians. Respect cats, you fuck. Oh. Respect cats, you fucking figs. Shane, I almost said something else. Shane Muniz says, into my veins, dim meltdowns. Knights of Ben says 199 from Georgia. We got this. Dogs in the house. Drunk 3PO for $100. Says we are going to win. Jeff up north says, never thought I would make a soup this big on here, but hail the 199. Gary, you missed out on the guinea pig. Shout out to ABF and the GCA. Ryan, hats off to you. Savvy, you're a gem. And last but not least, thank you for covering this shit show. Thank you. Steve ZY says Trump needs to declare victory tonight. Steve 87 says Trump's home straight. This campaign has been phenomenal. McDonald's shift, garbage man Trump, JRE and the Undertaker dark MAGA entrance is looking good at the moment. Fingers crossed. Awesome stream, guys. Best on the internet right now. I will say we got a lot of people saying that night that it was the best stream on the internet, which is crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy that anybody thought that of us. Dutchy for a proper 199 says, I've been jumping around streams and honestly, you guys have the most fun and have the best vibes out of all of them. Let's take this win home. 199. Hell yes. Harley Dave dropped a $500 super chat and he said nothing.
And this is how much it was. $500 donation. You know what he says? Nothing. Drops $500 on the table. Looks over at everybody at the poker table. Dropped it on there. Moonwalked right out of the saloon, double doors. Didn't say anything. Spurs on his boots, couple holstered handguns, cowboy hat, thick mustache. Dropped the money on the table, looked at everybody square in their eye, and just moonwalked right out of the saloon double door. Didn't say shit. Didn't say anything. No message there. Didn't say jack shit. And you have to be a cocky son of a bitch. First and foremost, that's not cheap. You got to be a cocky son of a bitch to drop $500 and just bounce the fuck out of there. Don't say nothing. I respect that.
I like how Harley Dave was like, what? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Occupant 42 says some people like pineapple on pizza. Some people prefer pancakes to waffles. Some people think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Lots of people are wrong. Hey, man, I don't care if people like Die Hard or think Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. It doesn't bother me, but I don't. Dara Moth says, Jeremy, how excited are you that gifted subs are finally coming to Rumble, supposedly by the end of the year? We'll see. I hope they're there. I mean, it will be cool if they actually do. JD Corey says that Trump winning again, Trump brought abstinence back to America. We have been telling them to close their legs for years. Paul 95 says, I sent you all that money and you didn't buy the chair. I demand a refund. By the way, looking forward to bragging rights. Let's fucking go. All right. Cold Lunch says, I accidentally sent a dollar last stream. Run it back, G. Shadow says, Danky, I don't see an animated Ripa clip. That's right. Where's it at, Danky? Where's it at, Danky? All right, we're going to read a few more, and then we're going to call it. We're closing in on about 3.5 hours here. So, Harley Dave for 50 says, to be fair, it's because you're a homosexual. Robo Guy says, what are we going to do about the trucks coming into Pennsylvania? It's not just 50,000, but apparently an extra 37,000 will come in tomorrow. They're trying to steal PA again. Where is Laura Trump, Michael Watley on this, and Scott Pressler? Well, it looks like they were there and handled it. Valiant Renegade for 100 says, are we having fun yet? Magnum Norris for 100. We did it, Jeremy, despite you and Gary being extraordinarily gay. We did it. Jeremy the Cyborg for $100 says Trump 2024. JMNZZ for 100. To all the disingenuous cultists who gaslit and persecuted us for years, guess what? Trump is your president. Damn right he is. The Real Smile Bit for 50 says, well, I was hoping that would not get called until tomorrow after we could request the Stephen Colbert vaccine video one more time during Geeks Gamers Daily, but this victory is worth it. That is funny as hell. Tonberry Masta says, it looks like congrats, gents, too big to rig. Holy crap, there's a lot of those. But at least we did knock out some of them. Just so you guys know, I do appreciate the support that you give. Have not forgotten about all of that, and I won't. JFK 1983 says, Bama, I like my baby hair, and with baby hair and froze. McHawk says, I want to swing blade in Bad Santa. I want swing blade in Bad Santa. And we are live on Locals, and we're going to be doing more watch parties over there. So looking forward to that. But we're going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. So hope you guys had a good night. Hope you had fun. Let's see. Sully Box says Crowder is more entertaining than this. Why do you watch every night, Sully Box? Like every night you're watching to tell me how Crowder is better. Why aren't you watching Crowder right now? Where's Crowder? Go watch him. Why the fuck you watching me? I suck. Every night you're here, and we appreciate it, Sully Box. Thank you. Harley Dave says we need to support our retarded friends. Shadow says his MCU fan simps worse to Krista than Destiny does to Lauren. Good old Destiny. MCU fan says don't mention me in super chats. Laughing man's just fucking with me now. I can't fucking win. You see this? You see this guy? You see this guy? Where's this guy at? Look at this. Where'd it go? I can't even find his comment. It's got me all flustered. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I predicted it. I predicted you sent some super. Okay, fuck. I'm going over there now. Laughing Man. I'm looking. I'm still scrolling. Streaming is very hard, by the way. Okay, I want to be clear. Streaming is very difficult. It's one of the most difficult jobs you'll ever do. Let's see here. Why don't I see one from you, Laughing Man? There's D What with a proper 199. Maddening with $100. Xanaximus. Nagranol for 50. Doug B with 100. Mark of Reality, I got that one. Jeremy the Cyborg, proper 199. I think Laughing Man is just making me he's just trolling me at this point. Honestly, I would respect it if he is trolling me, if he's just doing it just to fuck with me. That would be pretty funny. But I straight up don't see it. I don't see it. Atop, this is our buddy MCU fan misspelling words again. He gets a little emotional. Gets a little worked up. Don't be mean to him, guys. And don't post a Krista emoji. He does not like that. The fact that I'm scrolling for a super chat that probably doesn't exist is fucking hilarious. If it does, I don't see it. I'm looking at my eyes are about to fucking I'm about to be cross-eyed just looking right now. Nope, I don't see it. Laughing Man is being mean to me again, so I don't see it. Nope, it's not there. Laughing Man lied. Can you believe that? Why would he do that? Okay, so we're going to end it there. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Hailstorms. Jesus. Hang on. Cross-eyed Jeremy, new channel. Best chat ever. Hail the 199. He wants a 500 freaking grifter. I can't win, man. All right, we are going to end it now. I appreciate it. I'm not doing a gaming stream tonight. I got some other stuff to catch up on. And I do appreciate all of you. You guys are the best chat on the internet. I hope you enjoyed tonight's intro. I had a lot of fun with doing that. We'll see how the copyright goes on that. I have no idea if I'm going to get copyright hit on that, so we shall see. But other than that, you guys have a great evening, and we will talk to all of you later. Hail the 199, Trump 2024, Trump 2028, Trump 2032, and just keep on going and going and going. Bye, everyone.